seconds.
Hello and welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together we're Shaylee, and together we have got, oh my goodness, one of our best-selling DIY products. A product that could save you a fortune and that solves a problem, not just for a moment, for up to 10 years.
Well, 10 years and beyond sometimes. It does exactly what it says on the tin. This is ROOFIX. If you've got any kind of leaks around the home, whether it's roofs, guttering,
conservatories, bay windows, honestly, we have the solution. That's why it comes in 3 different colours. But you might be thinking, hang on a minute, how can you instantly fix a leak and it can last for up to 10 years? Well, we've got Charlie to show you exactly how.
Hello guys, do you know what, this is my favourite DIY product. Do you know what this is? This is 10 years peace of mind in a tin, because the next time you've got a leak on your roof, you do not need to worry. Do you know, this could be your pitched roof, this could be a flat roof, it could be corrugated roof, it could be lead flashing around the chimney. That would cause a panic, but no more, because this is ROOFIX. It's an instant fix. But that, my friends, is designed to last you 10 years. I'll do that again. You know what? No more having to worry about calling people out. No more worrying about water damage, because this, again, will fix that leak instantly. And we're going to explain exactly how that works.
It honestly is that fantastic. It is that quick. It is that easy as well. It's all about getting rid of that leak, and you can do it in an absolute instant, whether that's a flat roof or flashing or porches or guttering or the garage roof, or whether it's sheds or conservatories, the greenhouse, the lean-to. Honestly, you virtually just slap this on, and even if it rains straight away.
Yeah, there's no skill required here. You can see straight away when the water comes down, it is fixed. As Charlie showed us, it is fixed. That leak is done for 10 years and sometimes beyond. Now, it is a brilliant product that's going to work on so many different surfaces.
And not available in your regular DIY stores. This isn't bitumen. This is honestly a product that has been developed for you to use at home. Actually, ROOFIX M is exclusive with us. It's used by trade normally, and not just roofs, guttering as well. But what this has in it is Draylon fibres, and they weave together and they instantly then stop that leak. But they've also got incredible ingredients that allow this to expand and contract like our buildings do with the hot and the cold weather.
So it's great in all weathers, whether it's extreme heat of temperature or whether it's extreme cold. So many different surfaces, like we say, wood, OSB, galvanised, fiberglass, composite plastics. You can use it on metal and all your different types of guttering as well. Now, we've got brilliant deals available for you. The 5 litre, the 2.5 litre and a 20 litre bundle.
And the bigger you go, the better the deal. And remember, if you are thinking about a garage roof and things, you want to go for the 4, 5 litre. But we'll start at the very beginning with our 2.5 litre. Perhaps you know exactly where that leak is. And honestly, wherever that troublesome leak is, we're talking all building materials. £39.99 is your price, reduced from £50.
Your item number there, 198226. 1 litre gives you 1 square metre of coverage. So obviously the 2.5, I'll give you 2.5 square metres of coverage. £39.99, but you can use PayPal Pay in 3 if you want to spread the cost interest-free if you're paying on the website. Next up, bigger saving, 5 litres gives you 5 square metres of coverage, and it's just £59.99. That's enough to give you a shed roof covered.
Absolutely. So if that's what you're thinking, sort the shed out. And remember, you've got colours in white, grey and black.
Yeah.
Black is always the quickest to disappear in all sizes. So if that's the option you want to go for, grab it while the stock is there. And of course, you can use PayPal on our website. However, if you go for our 4 5 litre tin pack, it's like we're giving you a whole tin free of charge, because you are getting a £60 saving.
£60 saving on the individual prices. So 360407 is your item number.
And this will cover that whole garage roof and give you some spare.
Some left over.
Because once you've used ROOFIX, you will never want to be in that situation where you get up and suddenly there's a leak and you think, oh my goodness, oh, I saw ROOFIX on Shop on TV and we haven't got it on the website. We don't have this every day of the week. So when you see a show, grab it while the stock is available.
Get it now. It's a DIY essential and can be applied to so many different surfaces. On the left-hand side, just look, wood, OSB, galvanised, asbestos, fiberglass, composite plastics, metal, acrylic, PVC, polycarbonate, non-glazed tiles, and then all the different types of guttering that you see on the right-hand
It's
side.
easy to say, really. It works on all building materials. That's what ROOFIX M is all about. It's been developed for us to use at home and to work on all those building materials. And when you apply it, you virtually do just slap this on, and the results look fantastic. But remember, you've completely waterproofed that area. And even if it's a mixture of different building materials, you know it's going to work on everything. We're even going to show you how it waterproofs cardboard. And cardboard is never waterproof, but with ROOFIX M, it is.
And remember, you just slap it on. It's all about those Draylon fibres that knit together and stop those leaks in their tracks. This isn't a bitumen. If you've seen bitumen paints before, this certainly isn't. Look at that big gap there. Slap on the ROOFIX and it'll fill that gap that
And
you
for
see
so
there.
many people, it saved them an absolute fortune. So please, if you're thinking, should I or shouldn't I? If you are thinking about getting the builders out, try this first. So many people say, save me £3,800, save me £1,800. It is honestly a solution that isn't temporary, can last 10 years or more.
And the best buy there on the screen when it comes to our ROOFIX bundle. However, that's not all we've got from Flag Paints. We've also got something called Black Magic. And when you see and hear what Charlie's got to say about this, this is another DIY essential.
John, this is absolutely my favourite paint at the moment. Why? Because it takes away the problem of working out what paint you need for a certain job. It goes on pretty much any material around the house. It's got a built-in primer, built-in undercoat and a built-in rust converter. In one coat, look at this rusty bit of metal here. That gives you the most beautiful coverage 99% of the time. One coat is all you need. This could be garden mirror, this could be garden furniture. You can use it inside, outside, and it's also heat resistant to up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Your house is going to look so smart and so beautiful if you get Black Magic. I love this stuff.
And it does look so smart because there's never ever a brush mark. The finish is absolutely incredible, and it is this easy to apply. If any areas are rusty, just sort of sand that rust off, and then you can apply it without any primers.
Yeah, this is brilliant because it replaces so many different materials. It makes the job so much easier. But as Charlie said, one coat pretty much, and you've got that factory finish again on items that you'd probably throw away. It is a rust converter. It's going to take that rust away as long as you take away the excess. But look at the difference. Factory finish every time.
It gives you an even satin finish every single time, so you won't see any brush marks. It looks fantastic on terracotta or plastic, timber or metal, MDF or stone, glass or PVC, and it does actually neutralize the rust, which is fantastic. So if you're looking at things and thinking you need to throw them away, honestly, try ROOFIX first. And you can match everything up. Perhaps it's all your garden pots that are different, or your garden furniture that is different. You can match it all up beautifully. What you're also doing is stopping that rust from coming back. But indoors as well, applying to wood is incredible. Change your kitchen cabinets. We've seen some amazing transformations, and you don't need to be a painter. Sometimes it's better if you're not a painter, because you virtually, again, do just slap this on. You don't need to take hours and hours to sort this out. And don't forget, it is very heat resistant as well, up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit.
So great for chimneys, fire surrounds. 974362 is your item number for your Black Magic. If you go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, all you're going to do, pop in the item number into the search bar, or you could pop in ROOFIX. It's completely up to you. It'll show you the bundle there. There's the star bundle that we've got for you. It is, as Hayley said earlier, like you're getting a tin free of charge. So definitely go for that bundle. It'll give you 20 square metres of coverage, enough to cover an entire garage roof and have some left over for those odd jobs. It does exactly what it says on the tin.
And don't forget, it has got 3 different colours, but you do need to be quick with those colours. The white for your conservatory, the grey, a lot of new builds have got grey windows and things. The black is always the most popular, so please grab it while the stock is there. And over the years, so many 5-star reviews for this product from an incredible company. Charlie, always lovely to have you with us.
I know, I love working with you guys. So good to be here.
And
Thanks for joining us.
we love this product so much.
We do. Do you know what? It's just 10 years peace of mind. Because you know, if you've got a leak on your roof, no one wants that. Yes, it's the damage, it's the expense, and if you've got water dripping on, I don't know, even a garage, it could be getting on your bike, causing rust there. It could be causing carpet damage and all sorts. Nobody ever wants a leak on the roof, do they? Well, this gives you, again, peace of mind, but it means you can just fix a job quickly yourself. If you can hold a paintbrush, then you can now fix your roof.
Yeah, and it really is that simple. You literally slap it on.
It really is, really is. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate this for you now. I'm going to pour a bit of water. This is a bit of old roofing felt. Again, this could be a pitched roof. This could be your main house. It could be an outbuilding. It could be a bike store. And you know what? Nobody wants to see that going through their roof,
over your brand new bike, over the lawnmower, coming through to the lights in the house.
The electrics.
Coming through to the conservatory roof.
It's really worrying, isn't it?
That's bad enough.
I'll stop. I know, I'll stop. I can't help myself. Do you know what, though? The good thing is, guys, you can use this all year round, even if it's raining, because let's be honest, when it's raining, that's when you're going to see the actual leak in your roof.
And so often it's from the nice weather to the bad weather, because your actual houses expand and contract, and that causes, look at that,
and it stopped
already.
Instantly. I'll do another one over here.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, there we go.
So easily we can get these leaks, can't we, just from weather?
Just weather. Yeah, well, do you know what? Your house naturally moves, it expands, it contracts. We'll talk to you about that a bit more detail, but that's just a natural process. It's something we all have to deal with at some point. But that, guys, you haven't got to find roofers, you haven't got to worry about big invoices or bills. If you get this paint and you use it like a paint, and that just fixes it instantly.
It's not a leak there anymore.
It's that instant fix, but long term, isn't it?
Long term.
We don't now need to call the builders. We've fixed that for 10 years or more.
That's designed for 10 years. I think actually more than that, to be honest. I'll explain how it works, because, well, there's two main properties in ROOFIX I really want to talk to you about. Firstly, if you're wondering how does it stop the leak so quickly, it's actually got fibres reinforced throughout the paint. So it gives you fibre reinforcement. They're actually called Draylon nylon fibre. So yeah, it is from the nylon family. You don't mix it in yourself. It's already mixed in the paint. Obviously, give it a stir before you slap it on, but that's all you need to do. You literally slap it on. And those fibres, they weave together, they find the hole and they block it. And if you're wondering, well, how does it last for so long? It's got something else in here called thermoacrylic resin. And that's what gives you the flexibility throughout the hot summer months, throughout the cold winter months. So this is designed to last all year round.
Yeah, because it'd be no good fixing that leak and then all of a sudden your building moves again and the crack comes back.
This will
actually move with your building. And virtually any building material.
Any building material, absolutely right. The only thing it doesn't really work on is like glazed tiles, but I'm not really sure why I'd use that in a way. But pretty much any material.
Now, what are you using here? Because I think a lot of people will be watching thinking, hang on, I bought a black paint from the DIY shop it didn't stop the leak.
Well, this is bitumen, okay? ROOFIX is not bitumen.
And this is what you'd buy from the DIY store.
This is the kind of thing that you would see right there too. But this is something that, okay, bitumen has its uses. It's quite good for having a bit of a moisture barrier in basements, foundations of houses. But that, guys, is not going to block a leak in your roof.
It has waterproof properties, but it's not going to block the hole. That is funneling through onto your lawnmower, onto your bike. It's
going to cause a mess. Again, it's not fit for purpose. It's not the same as ROOFIX. ROOFIX is not actually bitumen based at all. But you know, we talked about those fibres. Well, watch what happens here. The fibres, guys, is going to go into this funnel. It's actually going to block that hole, even something this wide. So I'm going to get a little bit more in there. All right, here we go.
You can see the consistency is so different.
Well, you can see the fibres actually on the brush right there, can't you? So that, guys, is just going to block that hole, and that will stay put. We can leave that for hours, days, weeks, maybe even years, and that will not budge.
It's not pushing through, it's not moving. Now, Charlie's showing us in the grey option of the ROOFIX, but it comes in grey and black or white, remember. You've got those different configurations, whether you go for a 2.5, a 5, or a 4 times 5 litre configuration. There's the 3 colours that Hayley's got there. So it depends what you want to use it on.
Well, the white for a conservatory.
Gutters.
A lot of new builds have got grey now, windows and things and doors. And the black, obviously, is all was super, super popular. So grab the colour option that's right for you.
Yeah, they're all exactly the same, just
Yeah.
the colour.
Great.
I've actually got a grey guttering. You know, that could be an enormous expense. The material's fine, but actually it's the labour cost, isn't it? And it's just the upheaval, it's the hassle.
And it might be the joint that's gone. It might be that there's a hole in the actual guttering.
Yeah.
And to replace all of that guttering, honestly, try ROOFIX first.
Yeah, I honestly would. Well, do you know what? Talking of which, I've got quite an extreme example. I've actually drilled 6 holes in here, and you can see it flooding through.
Like a waterfall.
On that rainy day, gushing down the side of your house.
May cause damp issues, you don't know. I mean, that could be making a patio slippy. Nobody, absolutely nobody wants that. So, again, I'm going to use the grey one because I've got a grey bit of guttering. But again, if you've got white guttering, go for black. Sorry, go for white. Or
Go
if you've
for
got
black if you
It's
want.
up to you.
Yeah, it's up to
If
you,
it's on
isn't
the
it?
inside, no one's going to see it anyhow. So if you
Yeah.
bought the black for the garage roof, you can use the black inside. It
just
doesn't
keep it a bit
really
there.
matter.
Do you know what, though? People do use this for preventative measures, though. So even if they install some more guttering, they give it a layer of this just to add that fibre
That's a good
reinforcement.
idea,
I think it's a great DIY essential to have in stock in your shed, in your garage, in case you find these leaks. Because when you find those leaks, you want to fix them straight away, and that's what this does.
Of course you do. Straight away. And do you know, if I just pour this on now, you can see
So we haven't even
there.
waited for that to dry. So it doesn't matter if you apply this and then it starts to rain instantly.
Yeah, you can even do it even if there's water in the actual guttering.
Wow.
And look at that. That
I
is
didn't
a
count
lot.
how many holes you had, but you had a lot of holes there.
About 5 or 6 in there. And do you know what? Just to show how much water's in there, I'll pour it out.
Fantastic.
That is 6, and that's, again, designed to last you 10 years. I love this stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a tin of this. Get
So
as much
many
as you need.
5-star reviews over the years. So many people saying they've solved the problem, but saved so much money. £3,500, which is fantastic. I got a ROOFIX to repair my garage roof. Someone sent in as it was leaking, and you're seeing it being applied to the garage roof as well. I had estimates of £3,500 to repair it. I sat on the sofa by my wife, drinking a cup of tea, and she was watching ROOFIX on the TV. So I asked my wife what it was. She said, watch and see. And then he ordered some. He said, I was amazed how easy this product was to administer, and you're seeing that right now. My garage roof, to my amazement, it was so easy, and it's such a great product. And of course, the leaks were repaired.
Oh, there you go, yeah. It's such a good feeling knowing you could do it yourself. And look, we're not glossing a door here, we're not decorating. You literally slap it on.
No
That's what I
skill
love.
required.
Yeah.
I've used this, and I'm not a painter, but it's so easy, yeah.
That's even more shocking.
It's easy to use, isn't
So
it?
usually you can use it with a brush, or now this is a nice idea, a squeegee on the end of like a
pole.
a broom handle.
Squeegee, and you can chalk it out if you want. We recommend around about 1 litre per 1 square metre.
Right.
Just brush off the loose bit of dirt. If you've got some mud on there, some old moss, get that off. Again, even if it's slightly damp, it doesn't matter. Go around the edge first. If you've got lead flashing, that's absolutely fine. It's brilliant on vertical surfaces too. And then once done the edge, just squeegee it out. You can use a big brush if you want to. And yeah, you could do an area like that, I recommend, in minutes, maybe not even hours.
No.
Yeah.
And when you see we're going to different building materials as well as we join the house, it works on virtually all building materials.
Pretty much any. I can't really think of many that you can't use this on. So yeah, wood, it could be metal. I've got a board to show some of those actually.
So it's flash into an extension, or if it's a conservatory roof. My mum's lean-to, we had, so many people out to see it, and we had some guys out to fix it in the end, and it cost about £2,000.
Honestly.
Rained, was still leaking.
Still leaks.
Really? Are you joking?
And do you know what fixed it? ROOFIX.
There you go. It just finds the leak. Even if you're not sure where it is, just cover your roof. And do you know what? Your house, we said it naturally moves around and expands. Not like this. This is extreme. I mean, obviously leave the house if it's doing this. But that is not cracking. That's not peeling off.
And that's why it lasts.
Yes, this is it.
Because our buildings do move. We don't visually feel or see it, but with the weather, even with my mum's, the roots under the house from the trees.
From the trees.
Really?
Yeah, it causes movement,
it causes,
doesn't it?
cracks and things, which
I
causes
bet.
then the leaks. So brilliant. That's why it lasts for 10 years or more, because it will move.
Yeah, it's that thermoacrylic resin, and because quite often when we move into different seasons, as we transition in, that's when cracks start to appear, leaks start to form. So yeah, corrugated roofing, not a problem. It's a bit of fun. Can I show you the cardboard box?
Yeah, because we say virtually all building materials, but cardboard is one of the worst things when it's wet. It is not waterproof at all.
No, it's not. I mean, look at that. So an old cardboard box we got there. We know if you've had a parcel left outside, it goes mushy in the rain.
Absolutely.
That's no good at all.
Or that cardboard wine carrier.
Yeah.
bit damp on the bottom, you lose a bottle or two.
That's one of the worst things that can...
Devastated.
Honestly, don't even go there. We got another box here. This is bitumen, OK? Don't forget, ROOFIX is not bitumen.
So this is what you'd buy from the DIY store if you went and said, I've got, you know, a bit of a leak. They'd advise you to get bitumen.
It's not going to fill the holes,
yeah.
though,
No.
is it?
It's waterproofing a little bit, but it's nothing like ROOFIX. If you've got a leak, this is what you want. Now, I've given it a coat of ROOFIX on here, exactly the same cardboard box, the same box that has the little holes there. You can actually see that ROOFIX has found even quite wide gaps like this, and it's sealed it in. So if I just pour this in now, are we ready? That, my friends, is completely sealed.
Still pouring.
A cardboard box.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
I mean, that is crazy. You know how bad cardboard is when it's wet. And this we're doing as an example and showing
extreme
you.
demonstration.
That's it.
Yeah.
However, this box we've known this box for about...
Longer than Charlie.
We go way back, don't we?
Yeah, is it 17
About
years
18
now?
years, I think, now. Yeah, this has been around so many trade shows. People ask for autographs with this. But it still has that waterproofing properties. It's still going to fill those leaks.
And this has been used at shows and exhibitions and stands all day with water in it.
Yeah.
And it's still waterproof. So when we say it lasts up to 10 years or more, that proves the point, doesn't it?
It really does. And that's why I love this stuff. Every single homeowner needs a tin of ROOFIX. They absolutely do.
Remind everyone all the different surfaces you can use ROOFIX on, because there's so many different surfaces. It's also available in 3 different colours. You've got it in grey, in white or black. But when it comes to application, you've got wood, OSB, galvanised, asbestos. We've just seen cardboard, fiberglass, composite plastics, metal, acrylic, PVCs. And then when it's guttering, different types of guttering, from things like your UPVC, cast iron, metal, copper, concrete guttering, it'll even work.
That's it. Virtually all building materials, we just waterproof cardboard. It's crazy. You have got 3 different options of sizes, 2.5, you've got 5, and then you've got the 4, 5 litres. Jump onto the website, either pop in ROOFIX or pop in the item number, and it'll send you through. So we've popped in ROOFIX there. There you go, there's your 3 options. Grab them whilst we've got stock. And remember, you have got them available in the black, the white and the grey. And the black is always the quickest to go. So go on to the size you want. The largest size you go for, the best reduction,
value, yeah.
Absolutely. And it means as well, with that the 4 5-litre tins, you can do a whole garage roof and still have some left as well.
And remember, 1 litre will give you 1 square metre of coverage. But that's not all we've got from Flag Paints.
2 of our favourite products.
We love this, don't we?
Yeah,
We love
so
both of these
good.
products.
Well, do you know what? This paint can really spruce up your home. It can give you a lovely modern look. But you know what? Quite often, when it comes to painting things, you need so many different primers, so many different undercoats, so many different rust converters as well. This is all those things built in one. So with the one paint, you could do wood, plastic, metal, glass, stone, concrete. Inside, use it outside. If you're using it around chimneys and barbecues and things, around the outside, it's heat resistant to up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 200 degrees Celsius. But this is a water-based paint, because if you've used metal paints, honestly, it's hard to get off your hands. It smells, it's awful. This is water-based, so you can wash or brush off in water too.
How great.
Yeah.
And as an example,
Real factory finish.
it's amazing, the finish. When you see how bad it is before, and then the difference it makes after is quite incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And you know, again, one paint for this. So if you're at top of a ladder, you could do your guttering, your wooden soffits, you could do fascias, you could drain pipes, all sorts. In fact, you know, I love how it looks on wood.
Pass that to
you know what? You know,
Sorry.
I've seen a lot of times, you know, people, it seems quite fashionable, have black staircases.
Yeah, it's really trendy now.
Isn't it? You know, with runners down it. Have a look at the finish on this. It looks like it's been sprayed. All right, that was just one quick light coat. No undercoats, nothing. You can even see the grain of wood underneath.
So good, that. It's like you bought it like that, not like you've painted it.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing, even if you're not a painter, you get such an incredible satin finish. You get such a perfect finish every single time.
Yeah, you're right, every single time. Do you know, if you're upcycling furniture, you don't want to see brush marks.
Oh, there's nothing worse.
It looks like an amateur job, doesn't it?
That's brilliant. And perhaps you've got some old wooden rails, you know, for your curtains, and they look a bit dated now. Use that, and it makes them look like wrought iron. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, or if you've got an old pine chest of drawers, you think it looks a bit dated.
You want to modernise it.
Yeah, modernise it, absolutely. You know what? Quite often with something like this is an old garden mirror frame. The glass cracked. I'm going to replace it. But I thought, let's upcycle this.
Yeah.
It seems to be a thing to do. Now, normally with this, you need to go for a rust converter. You need a wood primer. Then you need a special metal paint. That's quite a lot of money just for this one job. But look, just one coat. Are you ready for this? That is all you need, and that is done. But you know, it dries the most beautiful satin finish each and every time. You know, you don't overthink it, because I get a bit perfectionist when I'm decorating. Don't overwork it.
It's better
Don't
if you're not a
overpaint
painter,
it.
really.
Yeah.
It's better not to think about getting a great result. It will just give you a great result.
It just gives you, and the brush marks just kind of disappear. They blend in, and that is going to be the job done in a matter of minutes.
Our DIY skills are
Useless.
zero. We're absolutely hopeless. I've got some flying pigs in our bathroom, and they were pink, but the bathroom is black and grey, so we've painted them black and they look great. I did that, and then you did the banister outside.
I did it.
Yeah.
So between you, a good DIY team then.
I did it. The balustrade, cast iron balustrade, and again,
and
the
it was
fact
such a mess.
I've got no painting skills. You just slap it on. You don't leave any brush marks.
No.
I love the finish of it. Again, it is that factory finish every time. When you look at this, when it's as far as cast iron, it's going to come up brilliant.
And these are great. Like you say, the wood ones. Perhaps just altering, like we were saying about
an old wooden
rails.
pole or picture frame.
These are brilliant.
Yeah, I think so.
Aren't they? Because that looks wrought iron now. And perhaps you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get rid of those and buy some, new ones. You don't need to. Just paint them.
And you know, it's not
Black Magic.
It's not a thick, gloopy paint, because some people think, well, if it's a one-coat paint, and most of the time it is, it has to be gloopy. But actually, if I show you that again, if it was a thick, gloopy paint, you'd be covering in the profile.
That's so true.
And you wouldn't be able to do things like wheels, because it would block.
And they work, don't they?
Yeah.
So perhaps you've got a desk or office furniture and you've got horrible plasticky wheels, get that, and again, spruce them up.
Spruce them up. This is totally it.
These are great as well, and this is like, it works on virtually everything. It's sort of shiny metal is about the only thing it doesn't, but actually if you sort of brush it down
you might do a couple of coats, 2 or 3 coats, but you can do it. But yeah, maybe it's a bit longer.
So perhaps just the knobs to your drawers. Oh, it sounds rude, that, doesn't it?
Oh,
but I don't know what else to say.
Depends where your mind is.
That's what they're called.
That's it. It's a knob for your drawer, isn't it?
That's what it is, Charlie. You're right.
And it's spruced it up. I love it.
You know what? People also love this paint because it doesn't crack, flake or peel. Because if you do a big job, you don't have to do that again next year, do you?
Absolutely.
So, again, this is a bit of guttering. So, if you've had to replace a bit or if you've got a bit of paint flicking off, honestly, have all your house in a beautiful satin black. It's going to be uniform. But look,
wrought iron
flexibility.
Yeah, that is not cracking, it's not flaking, it's not peeling. Again, a water-based paint. It's so clever. Even on a plastic bottle like this, not that you're going to do this, but look, we've been trying.
That's the test, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be pinging off, it would be flaking.
And because it's heat resistant, it's great on radiators as well, and things like that.
Yeah, fire surrounds.
Fire surrounds.
In fact, we've got some great befores and afters that we can show you and the results that people have got. So let's take a look at some of these. 974362 is your item number. You've got a reduced price. You've got PayPal Pay in 3, 1665 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Bike frames. This is what we should have done. We had 2 bikes that we kept outside. They went really rusty.
And look
we ended up throwing them out.
They're like new again, and they've got a really good, look
Real
to
finish,
them. That's quite unique. All of your garden furniture, it could be all your different pots that you can match up. I love this
Hayley's
one.
favourite.
So intricate, but again, because you don't have this gloopy paint, because it gives you this great satin finish, look at the detail there. And they were going to throw that out, and it took about half an hour to do that. Now it could have a tag on it with about £200 written on it, in a garden centre. That looks absolutely stunning. We are always great to have your company. We're always busy with this. It's a product you absolutely love. Whether you're going for the Black Magic or whether you're going for the ROOFIX. Black Magic, you can see £45, 974362, and that gives you a great 2.5 litre tin, so you'll be able to use that in so many different situations. But our ROOFIX, if you've got any leaks, remember, you have got the solution, and the solution for 10 years or more.
And it does exactly what it says on the tin. If you've got any kind of leaks, whether it's roofs, whether it's guttering, whether it's conservatories, maybe it's lean-tos, maybe it's felt roofs.
That's why you've got the 3 different colours. You have got different sizes as well. You've got 2.5, a 5, and then 4, 5 litres. But if you're going for the 4, 5 litres, this will allow you to do that garage roof. So it is 1 litre to 1 square metre. So this is allowing you in an instant, even on a damp day, honestly, you virtually slap this on, and whether it's a garage roof, whether it's a lean-to, whether it's flashing, whether it's porches, whether it's PVC, you can brush it on, you can use a squeegee, and even if it rains straight away, it's fixed the leak. And in guttering, it's amazing.
360407 is your item number. Whether you want to go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, or you can go to our call centre, 03333 241 241. It really is that product that does exactly what it says on the tin, and the 4x5 litres will give you 20 square metres of coverage. So it's enough for an entire garage and a bit left over.
And because you save £60, it's like you're getting a whole tin completely free of charge. Split that cost as well with PayPal on our website. And honestly, if you've got a leak, we've got the solution. And so many people say the amount of money it saved them. So check your baskets out, and we'll see you soon.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
So easy to order with us, and please do check those baskets through. We have got an amazing, or 2 amazing products actually. It's a show we absolutely love doing and love reading the 5-star reviews. The amount of people that have saved so much money by buying ROOFIX, because if you have got that leak, we have got the solution.
Well, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's going to fix those leaks. And when we talk about fixing leaks, it's not just roofs. It's all your different types of guttering. It's so many different surfaces that you can use on.
It's all building materials. We'll even show you how it waterproofs in cardboard, which is crazy. You might have seen that already. Cardboard's horrendous. It's when it gets wet, but we can waterproof it with ROOFIX. But it will also seal the gaps, because this, and you won't get this from a DIY store. This isn't bitumen. This has got Draylon fibres in it, and they weave together. This is actually approved by the Ministry of Defence, the London Underground. This is a product, honestly, everybody loves, because as you see there, in an instant, if there is a leak, that leak has stopped. Now, that's not temporary. And then you phone the builder and say, can you just, I fixed it for now, but could you come and sort it out? You've sorted it out, and for a long period of time.
Yeah, 10 years, but sometimes 10 years and beyond. What we would say is have this in your DIY store, have it for when you have any of those problems. The extreme weathers that we have, when it's really hot, when it's really cold.
We have all the time, and we're having it right now, you know, really hot weather, and then we're going into real rain. I bet lots of you, those leaks start, because our buildings, they expand and contract, and that causes the sort of splits in the building, that causes the leaks. So please, if you have a leak, remember this comes in 3 colours, so it doesn't have to be a flat roof, it doesn't have to be a garage, it could be a conservatory, it could be a lean-to, it could be a guttering, but perhaps your guttering is grey, perhaps your guttering is white, perhaps your conservatory is white. That's why you've got the 3 colour options.
So 3 colours to choose from, but you've also got 3 different size options when it comes to ROOFIX. We start off with a 2.5 litre tin. 1 litre will give you 1 square metre of coverage. So 2.5 square metres of coverage with this particular tin. So if you know exactly where the problem is, you could go for the 2.5. Just choose which colour you want, grey, black or white. 198226 is the item number there. Then we go to a 5 litre tin. So we're doubling the size, but we're not doubling the price. It goes to £59.99 for a 5 litre, and that's 5 square metres of coverage.
Saving £10, and that is, again, if you know where your leak is. If you're perhaps it's a shed roof, and you think, well, that's going to be enough for me, that is great, go for that option. So 811037 is your item number, and split that cost as well with PayPal. However, the bigger you go, the better the saving. And if you are thinking garage roof, you want to go for the 4-5 litres. That'll allow you to do the garage roof and have some spare for those emergencies. Now, what you've got here is an incredible saving, because it's very much like we're giving you a whole tin free of charge.
Well, yeah,
because you're saving £60.
If you bought them individually, it'd add up to 240, just shy of a penny. You're getting a tin free, more or less, aren't you? And that's going to give you 20 square metres of coverage. That's an entire garage roof and a bit left over.
And remember, you virtually just slap it on. So if your garage roof looks a little bit like this, tidy up any sort of rough bits, or if there's any debris there, tidy that, sweep that away. And then, honestly, it is as simple as this. Now, you can pour it out and mark it out, because one litre will do 1 square metre. Or you can very cleverly go around the edge with the brush, and then wait till you see how we do the actual main area of the rooftop. It really is so simple. And the great thing is, even if you're going up to the building, perhaps you're going up to flashing and things, this will work on all building materials. So even if the building material changes, you know it will waterproof it and seal any leaks.
Yeah, we'll show you what you can use it on in just a couple of moments. But by using a squeegee that you can see there, just on a broom handle, you can just spread it out across the surface.
So satisfying.
It's an instant fix. It's going to last 10 years and sometimes beyond those 10 years.
It's got self-levelling properties as well. And remember, there's Draylon fibres in there that weave together, but there's also thermoacrylic resin. So what's really wonderful is, as your buildings move, they expand and contract with the weather, with the day. This allows your building and your ROOFIX to expand and contract. So that leak has gone instantly. There are no leaks now. But even over the years to come, that leak's not going to come back. So they say for 10 years or more.
Yeah, some of the reviews we've had over the years have been excellent as well. The amount of money people have saved not having to replace their roof, just simply using ROOFIX instead. Imagine if you called a builder and then they got out of the van and they brought the ROOFIX with them.
Well, this guy said exactly that. The product saved me £1,880 on a new roof. My extension was found to be leaking very badly. I called out a roofer to tell me how much it would cost to put it right. When he told me, I could have fainted. He said the whole roof had had its time. I saw the offer on TV, ordered some. It was so easy to administer, and hey, presto, it worked. And we've got so many. Another here saved me £3,500. Honestly, if you've got a leak, this is going to work. You can see you can apply it to virtually all building materials. Through the show, we waterproof cardboard and even seal the gaps in the cardboard. Honestly, you have got the most incredible opportunity to get a product that's so easy to apply yourself, but actually gives you such great results.
Yeah, all those different surfaces, all those different gutters that you can see there. I was amazed you can even use it on things like copper and concrete as well. So the best buy is that 4-5 litre configuration. 360407 is your item number. Remember, if you spend over £30, you can use PayPal Pay in 3, and with the 4-5 litres, it's just £62.31 on your first of 3 payments if you pay online. Let's take a look at some befores and afters. When you see the difference, it looks great, but it's also practical. It stops that leakage in an instant, and it can last 10 years and beyond.
Which is fantastic and could save you an absolute fortune. It does give a really good finish on whatever building material you use it on. And look how rusty and awful that looks. But in an instant, wherever that leak was, because you might not know where the leak is, just apply it to the whole area and you know you've solved that problem. Remember, we have got 3 different size options, but the larger you go, the better the saving. And this saving is virtually giving you a whole 5 litre tin completely free of charge. And guttering, it is amazing on. Could save you replacing all that guttering, because you could fix that problem yourself.
Charlie is with us to talk us through what a great product it is, and you love it. You've brought us so many new demonstrations.
One of my favourite shows, one of my favourite products.
Yeah, it's been around for a while, hasn't it? Honestly, people absolutely love this. People come back to buy more because they're so impressed with it. Get as much as you need.
And it's a trade paint, really, isn't it? We're lucky to have it.
Well, Flag Paints have been going for about 87 years now.
Wow.
And they specialise in truly unique specialist paint manufacturers. The manufacturing process has always been rooted in Britain too. They are so good at what they do. I mean, they make specialist paints for the hulls of ships and boats. Yeah. They do varnishes like proper...
London Underground
Crown Ministry of Defence.
They're approved by,
They've painted incredible buildings as well around Europe. But you know what, when it comes to, well, let me show you what you can actually use it on, because this really is all around the house. So firstly, guttering is a big one, all right? You don't want guttering, maybe it's spilling through, maybe it's got a crack where it joins the drain pipe, because you can use this on vertical surfaces too. That's going to be absolutely fine.
Okay.
So your guttering absolutely sorted. In fact, you can see on this here, that is where the ROOFIX is. You can see where we just put a little band, a little strip just of bitumen. It hasn't actually filled the hole. Bits of it is peeled off, cracked away a little bit, but the ROOFIX has still sealed that crack all the way through.
Bitumen is what you'd get from a DIY store if you asked for something to, for waterproofing, but it doesn't seal a leak.
This is it, because don't forget, in ROOFIX you've got those Draylon fibres. So you've got fibres that knit together, they find the leak and they seal it, OK? That's the big difference here. In fact, you can actually see that there. Even on holes this big.
Wow.
The fixings, metal fixings, are where you've got roofs joined together and so on. So if you've got fixings on corrugated roofing, that is quite a common area where you get a leak. But even on those holes, you can see it's even filled that. The bitumen hasn't. That hasn't done much work at all. It's waterproofed it a bit, fine. But the ROOFIX, you can see, it's sealed those holes, and that's going to give you 10 years of flexibility. Designed to last you 10 years. If you go down to the roofing felt here, guys, this gets so brittle. It really does.
It's like paper, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm really amazed.
Yeah, people are surprised. And also, actually trying to relay, even just relaying a log store, a dog kennel, or just a garage roof, that is quite a job, you know. It's quite awkward stuff to lay down. But bitumen, it'll waterproof it a little bit. But the ROOFIX, look, you can see it's got such good coverage, and it's sealed the crack there. Now, lead flashing, quite often that's a very, very common area where people get leaks. You'll often find this where if you've got an extension where roofs are joined together, if, you know, where your chimney meets the roof, that's going to be around the base of the chimney, those kind of areas. You've now got something called OSB. That's very commonly found in flooring, in walls.
Oh, wow.
You often find that quite trendy bars. It's quite a rustic kind of look, you know. You can see it easily goes over all that. I really love the look of that, actually. But that's basically wood with wax and resin. That's bonded bits of wood together. But look, you can see it's gone over that wood easily, and of course a little bit of timber down there too. So, I mean, I can't really think of any more materials around the home you're likely going to need for ROOFIX. Slate tiles, absolutely fine. Yeah, those sort of things are really perfect. Yeah.
It can be virtually applied to all building materials. So whatever your guttering may be, and we were just seeing there, whether it is wood, whether it is plastic, whether it is metal, whether it is non-glazed tiles, honestly, it's so versatile. We've even, and we will show you through the show, how we waterproof cardboard, which is crazy, because cardboard is one of the worst things when it's wet, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Should we show you? Because people love seeing this, because cardboard, it just doesn't make sense, doesn't it? How on earth can you waterproof and seal cardboard?
Well, you were saying when you get a delivery and it's been left out in the rain, the cardboard is just, it's a mess, isn't it?
And literally in minutes in the rain it could have it, can't it? But you know what, I'll just show you this quickly, because I know we're short on time, just initially. You can see the water, that just goes in there straight away, no
so all
leaks.
we've done ROOFIX inside.
Just a bit of ROOFIX inside.
Completely waterproof.
Completely waterproof.
Cardboard.
Cardboard. And you can see there, I purposefully bought this box because it had those little gaps there, those little slits. And you can see, just a bit, the ROOFIX is filled in on both sides. So that has completely blocked it, completely sealed. And if that was your roof, that's going to remain flexible, do its job for up to 10 years, maybe even more. It's designed for 10 years. It could well even do it for longer. And, you know, a little bit of fun whilst we're doing cardboard boxes. We've got a couple of sieves here, not the sort of thing you do every day. But we actually put a bit of bitumen on this sieve quite a while ago, and quite a lot of it fell through the holes, a bit stayed there. You know, that's not going to do much at all, is it?
It's just like a thin, runny paint, isn't it? So
it
just runs
like
through the holes.
Paint,
exactly.
Really,
I mean, to be fair to bitumen, it's not designed for this.
It's got waterproofing properties, but it doesn't stop leaks.
It doesn't fill the holes. But don't forget, you've got that Draylon fibre reinforcement. That's what's included inside ROOFIX. Again, ROOFIX is not bitumen-based. You've got that Draylon fibre reinforcement, and you've got a resin inside there that keeps it lovely and flexible.
Your sieve is now a spoon.
It's a spoon.
Year round, it's now a spoon. There you go.
How good is that?
That's great, isn't
And
it?
you know, even if you haven't got a leak, you may know exactly where it is. Perfect, you're lucky. If you don't know where it is, just do the roof. And even if people have a new roof a new roof laid down, they want to put ROOFIX down just to add that extra reinforcement, to add that extra flexibility for longevity. So yeah, if you've got a roof, great. If you've got a leak, sorry, in a roof, brilliant. If you haven't got a leak, put it down anyway, is my advice.
And have it anyway.
Yeah, prevention.
Yeah.
Keep it in your DIY store, whether it's the shed or the garage, for when you do discover that leak, because you want to fix it in an instant, and that's exactly what this does. Easiest way to find everything is the website, shopontv.co.uk. When you go to the website, you can go to the live on air button. That'll take you through to all our products that we've got on the live show. A great array of products, some real favourites from Flag Paints. We've got some great hoses available if you're looking for a new expandable hose.
They're the ones that expand, which are absolutely brilliant at the lowest ever prices they've been. So grab those while the stock is still available. And if you have been suffering from the heat, we've got a great way of cooling down there.
Yeah,
as well.
those Instacool towels are absolutely brilliant. If you've been suffering with the heat, they'll keep you nice and cool. You just soak them in water, wring out the excess water, and the temperature drops within them. So they cool you down. Great for the gym, great for the pets. You get 3 for $14.99.
Yeah, and talking about the weather, perhaps that's why you've got a leak at the minute. We've had that really hot weather, and now then all of a sudden it's gone cooler. It started to rain. And when the weather changes, our buildings expand and contract, and they create the splits and the leaks. Perhaps you've seen it down the side of perhaps where your wallpaper is, you've got a crack, and you're like, where did that come from? It's because your buildings move. The great thing with ROOFIX is not only will it solve the problem of the leak and that crack, that it's also flexible. So as your buildings move in the future, it will keep solving that problem. It can last and solve the problem for 10 years or more.
Now, you've got 3 colours to choose from. You've got a grey, a white or a black option. You've got 3 configurations. You've got a 2.5 litre, a 5 litre or a 20 litre bundle. That's the details that you see on the screen. Best value of all is the 20 litres, because it's like you get a 5 litre tin free. 360407. And remember, you just got to choose which colour you want to go for.
It's one of our absolutely best-selling DIY products. You see, I'm rubbish at DIY. Can't even say I am. They're the 2 things I'm really bad at, and I put them both together there. But the great thing is this is really easy to apply. So if you're a bit daft like me, honestly, you can do it. And you've got an instant result that can last 10 years or more. So please check your baskets out. But if you've just joined us, don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you loads of demonstrations in just a minute. Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Creek.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together we're Shaylee, and together we have got one of our best-selling DIY products here on Shop on TV. A product we've sold for many years. We're proud to sell because it does exactly what it says on the tin.
We're talking about ROOFIX. If you've got any leaks around the home, you can use this on most building materials. It's not just for the roofs, though. You'll use it on guttering, conservatories, so many different surfaces.
Lean-tos, the bay window, honestly. That's why it comes in 3 different colours. But you might be thinking, really, how can something... It stops the leak in an instant, and it's not temporary. It can last 10 years or more. Really? Well, we'll let Charlie show you.
Well, do you know what? You're absolutely right. This is 10 years peace of mind in a tin. We're representing here a flat roof. This could be a pitched roof. This could be corrugated roof. It could be slate tiles. Could be all sorts. Right. Let's say this is your roof, though, and the heavens have opened. Nobody ever wants to see a leak like that coming in to their house. What do? All you do is reach for your tin of ROOFIX, and that fixes it. Look. Instantly.
Wow.
And that's just not a temporary fix, guys. That's designed to last you 10 years. Even if it's raining, if it's safe to do so, go up there and get that roof sealed instantly. But this is my favourite DIY product. Every single homeowner needs a tin of ROOFIX, absolutely.
You really do, and remember,
good.
it is so easy to apply. You virtually just slap it on. It doesn't matter even if it's a damp day, even if it rains as soon as you've applied it, it will instantly fix that leak. It's the Draylon fibres that weave together. This isn't a bitumen that you can buy from the DIY stores. This is a product that is very much TV exclusive, the ROOFIX M. You can buy it trade-wise, but we have got a product that's been made so easy to apply, as you see, and in an instant will stop the leak, but just not temporarily.
No.
And then you call the builders
Like
in.
Charlie said, 10 years and sometimes beyond 10 years to have that instant fix. Imagine replacing your roof or just using
Well, we've got
ROOFIX.
so many five-star
Yeah, we'll
reviews
share
saying
those with
exactly
you.
that, saving £3,500, saving £1,880 because they were going to replace the roof and they thought, well, actually, I'll try ROOFIX first. But it's not just for roofs, bay windows, conservatories. What about that guttering that's leaking?
Yeah, brilliant on all types of guttering as well. UPVC, concrete, could be copper guttering. Really simple, just take away any excess dirt and then slap it on. You can even see the Draylon fibres there. You don't even have to wait for it to dry. It works in an instant. You can see it does exactly what it says on the tin. Now, there are 3 different colours available and 3 different configuration of sizes.
And different colours, because you might have a conservatory or a bay window that's white. Perhaps you've got one of the new builds and there's lots of sort of grey window frames now. And perhaps your
Yes,
shed
yeah.
roof you'd like to have as grey. And there is a black option, which is always the most popular. So while the stock is available, we don't do this every show every day of the week. It's a trade paint from a specialist paint company called Flag Paints. And when they are able to make paint for us, we do a show. So we've got the stock. What you need to order it is while the stock's available. Now, what option are you going to go for? Now, the more you buy, the better the saving. But perhaps you know exactly where the leak is. You could go for the 2.5 litre.
Yeah, the 2.5 litre will give you 2.5 square metres of coverage. It's £39.99 the price. The item number is 198226. And if you want to use PayPal, 1531 on your first of 3 payments if you pay online on our website. But the first saving on top of that is the 5 litre tin, because it's not double the price. 5 litres you get for £59.99. That's 5 square metres of coverage. It's enough to cover, say, an entire shed roof.
Yep.
And if you want to use PayPal there, £21.98 on your first of 3 payments. 811037. Again, 3 colours available. But the best seller is normally the 4 5-litre tins.
And that's because with this deal that you've got right now, it's like you're getting a tin completely free of charge. You're saving £60. That's a tin's worth. And so you are getting 4 5 litres. That will cover 20 square metres. That will be your garage roof sorted with some spare. Because when you wake up that morning and all of a sudden you've got that leak, and perhaps it's happened now because the weather keeps changing all the time. It's really hot, then it's freezing cold, then it's tipping down with rain. That's when your buildings move. That's when the cracks appear. That's when the leaks happen. It means you'll have some spare in the shed. So you've got the problem solver, and it solves that problem virtually on all building materials in an instant.
Here's what you can use it on: wood, OSB, galvanised, asbestos, fiberglass, composite plastics, metal, acrylic, PVC, polycarbonates, even non-glazed tiles. And then when you look at the guttering, all your different types of guttering: PVC, cast iron, metal, copper, concrete. You can use it on asphalt, bitumen, concrete, felt and lead. So many surfaces, pretty much all building materials. When you look at the befores and afters, take a look before and then the finish afterwards, but the practicality you've got there.
Been designed to make it so easy for us to apply, but it is a specialist paint actually from a company that's been going since 1939. This is Flag Paints. They specialise in trade paints, but they've developed this for us so you can use this product at home. And the ROOFIX M is any building material. They're approved by the Ministry of Defence, the London Underground. It's been used all over this country, Europe, to stop those leaks, to prevent those leaks. And the great thing is, whatever building material, even if you're going from one material to another, whatever guttering you've got, this is going to, with the Draylon fibres, not only solve the problem of the leak, make all that area waterproof, but it expands and contracts. The thermoacrylic resin makes sure that that leak has then gone, not just temporary now, for 10 years or more.
So 360407 is your best buy when it comes to ROOFIX. Check out the different configurations on our website. But that's not all we've got from Flag Paints. We've also got Black Magic. Now, this is a really clever
This
paint
is so
that we've got here. If you want to convert things that you're going to throw away, in fact, we'll get Charlie to show us straight away.
Fantastic.
Take a look at the details. This is our Black Magic, Charlie.
God, guys, we love this, don't we? This is my favourite paint now to use around the house. You can use this inside, you can use this outside. You can really spruce up your house. It's got built-in primers. It's even got built-in rust converters. So if you're upcycling something metal, so it could be a garden gate, could be an old bit of garden furniture. Look at this. I'm going to paint this bit here. No undercoats needed, no primers, no rust converters. That's going to lock that rust away so you can upcycle beautifully well. Now, it's heat resistant to up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 260 degrees Celsius in new money. So if you're using this around fire surrounds, that's going to be absolutely fine. But guys, it's a water-based paint. You can wash your brush in water. You haven't got to worry about smelling all those solvents, all those horrible oil-based paints. This is all year round, all around the home. Plastic, wood, metal is beautiful in wood, by the way. We've got lots of demonstrations. We're going to talk you through it, and we're going to be doing lots and lots of upcycling during this live show.
Always so popular, often sells out, and the results, even on rusty metal, can make things look brand new again. Match it up with all your garden furniture if you like. Perhaps you've got plastic chairs and wooden chairs. You can match it all up. Great on wrought iron. Great, as Charlie said, indoors and outdoors. But what you must do is check your basket out for this, because it's always an absolute bestseller. If you're looking at things outside, perhaps you've been out in the garden thinking, oh, I'm going to have to replace that. Look at the state of that. How can I paint on top of rust? You can.
Just take away the excess rust you can see here, and then just slap on the Black Magic for that factory finish every single time. It's a rust converter. It's brilliant on so many different surfaces: plastic, timber, MDF, stone. You'll use it on glass and PVC. You can see it here on these metal pieces that you would throw out. You think they're done for. This parasol base, again, you would be throwing it out. If you're upcycling or recycling, you are going to love Black Magic, because it works on so many surfaces and it looks brand new again when you've finished.
People have used it on, you know, bikes. They've used it on the wrought iron fences and things. Honestly, the results are phenomenal. It works brilliantly on wood. If you've got a wooden rail in the house and you want it to look like wrought iron, honestly, this is phenomenal. So indoors, outdoors, it doesn't matter if it's rusty. You don't need to apply anything prior, no primers. And we will talk through that throughout the show. Already busy on this, and of course our roof fix. But honestly, you can spruce up the whole of your home with this, and gives this satin finish that looks like that's how you bought it. £45 for your 2.5 litre, 974362 is your item number. And of course, you can split that cost with PayPal on our website as well.
Speaking of which, you'll find everything on the website, shopontv.co.uk. If you click on the live button there, it'll take you through to all our live products. Not only do we have ROOFIX, do we have Black Magic, we also have some great hoses on their lowest ever prices. If you're looking for a hose pipe, we've got those magic expandable hoses that you see there. If you're suffering with the heat, the Insta-Cool towels are there as well. So check everything out there on the website. And just one postage if you multi-order across the show. So some real essentials for the weather, but real essentials when it comes to DIY. And we've got lots of demos that we need to show you with Charlie, because there's so many places you're going to use this.
There is, and you know what, it's so good to be here with this. I love this product. I really do.
We love you, Charlie, but we love ROOFIX. It's one of my absolute favourite shows, because it solves massive problems so quickly.
It does.
People love it.
People really do. Honestly, every single homeowner needs some tins of ROOFIX for that peace of mind. But actually, this is 10 years peace of mind. So yeah, it fixes a leak straight away, but it's not just a temporary fix. It's designed to last 10 years. Let me show you this again, because I love showing people this demonstration. So we're representing a flat roof here. This is a bit of just an old bit of roofing felt. This could be a pitched roof. This could be an outbuilding. Could be a log store, bike shed. Obviously, your main house, your main building itself. But this is something nobody wants to see. Oh, honestly, I mean, you know, when the heavens open, that's, let's be honest, that's when you see the leaks come through the house. I mean, even if that's just in your garage, that could be going over your lawnmower, you know, your kid's bicycle, that could be starting to rust. If that's in your house,
could be going to light fittings.
To the electrics.
I mean, that could be a really, you know, emotionally, that could be quite, you know, upsetting for people. That could be a really expensive repair.
And to ring someone to come out. So often now, no one is available.
They
can't come.
See you in 6 weeks.
in a few days. Oh, don't.
No, I need you right now. There's
Yeah.
so few people that can come around in an instant.
Well, guys, I'm going to prove to you that you haven't got to be a DIY. If you can hold a paintbrush, you can fix a leak straight away. I'm going to pour more water on there, but because you can see, right, as soon as I apply it, you ready for this?
You ready?
That has now fixed
That's
that
amazing.
leak, guys.
So there's
wet
still water
still.
on there. So if it
Yeah.
rained instantly, you've instantly
Yeah,
waterproofed
if the heavens open, that's still going to be sealed.
But not just for today.
No, designed to last you 10 years.
Brilliant.
We're going to explain exactly what's in this next because
Yeah.
people are fascinated. This is not a bitumen product.
Yeah,
This is something
I
you don't
think-
get this in DIY stores.
I think a lot of people watching will think, oh, hang on, it's because on a whole, you'll see it as in black and you'll think, oh, I bought that from a DIY store. But you can't buy ROOFIX from a DIY store.
No,
This is
no.
completely different to what you have bought, which is bitumen.
Bitumen. Well, actually, this is bitumen. So, you know, bitumen, I'm not going to knock it. It does have its uses. It's good for creating moisture barriers, you know, like foundations or basements and so on. But you can see here, that's not going to fill a leak, isn't it? That's not going to find a leak and block that hole. That's just going to go straight through it. But when we apply some ROOFIX in the other funnel, you're going to see this.
Now,
Well,
remember, you do get the ROOFIX in a black, but we're using it in the grey at the moment. You've got it in the white as well. Look at the difference in consistency
how
instantly.
do you know, and that, guys, that has just found that hole and that has blocked it. We're going to, look, what we'll do, we'll leave this funnel here, we'll leave both of these here throughout the show, because even when we get to like 3 a.m, that is not going to budge, that is
No.
going to stay put.
And why is that? Because how on
Right.
earth does that work? Because surely a paint's not going to seal a hole.
Well, you can see, when you dip the brush in, you can see, oh, hello, there's something in here. It's got fibres inside it. You can see, these are the fibres. That's going to, let me get a bit better brush for you. So there you go. They are the fibres,
Yeah,
you can see on the end of the
them.
brush. That's going to find that hole, weave together, and seal it. I've actually got fibres here in its raw form. You don't mix them in yourself, they already arrive pre-mixed. Obviously give it a stir before you use it. But just in case you're interested, this is what's actually inside the paint. These are Draylon fibres, so this is from the nylon family. This is actually really clever technology. Every single fibre here is cut exactly the same in terms of its length. It's actually computer controlled. It has to be that precise, because if it's not, it doesn't knit together and
work,
fix
does it?
that
Okay.
leak. So that's what's weaved inside. So that's one thing. So you've got the fibre reinforcement, and then you've also got something in here called thermoacrylic resin.
And this is what makes it last.
Yes.
Because you might fix the leak, but then when because your buildings move all the time, when your building moves again, that leak can come back.
That's
can't
right.
it?
Well, they call it differential expansion, which I just wanted to get in
look
there.
at you.
all right,
Stop
Charlie.
it, stop it.
Wow. I couldn't say DIY earlier, so I can't compete with that.
Don't ask what it means. No, I know exactly. What that means is basically different materials expand at different rates. So if you've got like a bit of lead flashing with I don't know, some slate tiles around there, quite often that's where you get leaks and all sorts. But a bit of corrugated roofing, you could have some metal screws, and they're all going to expand at different rates. So that's
Right.
where you could get the leaks. But it doesn't matter. You can use it on pretty much every material. But we talked about the longevity here. This is not cracking, it's not flaking, it's not peeling. That remains flexible even when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So this is why it's going to last you around 10 years. That's what it's designed to do. So that's the thermoacrylic resin. So really it's those two things. That's my favourite part of
Now
the
we are
ingredients.
busy already. Remember, you have got the 3 different size options. Most of you are going for the black option at the moment. It's nearly always the first one to sell out, but you have got the grey and you have got the white as well. So you've got a 2.5, a 5, and you've also got 4 5 litres. If you want to do something like a garage roof, you want to go for the 4 5 litres, because 1 litre covers 1 square
Exactly,
metre.
yeah. 1 litre, 1 square metre of coverage. This is how easy it is to apply. Speaking of garage roofs, you can see there the size of a garage roof. Well, with this configuration, you have got enough to cover it. Just take away any excess dirt and
if you've got bits of moss on there, bits of gravel like this, just give it a quick brush off. Again, your roof hasn't got to be bone dry, even if there's a bit of water on there.
Yeah.
You know, you might want to get it done quickly. So just paint a little band around the perimeter of the roof with a brush. Again, if it's lead flashing, if it's tiles, absolutely fine. When it comes to the middle part, yes, you can still use your brush, but what people do tend to use is a squeegee. It's even quicker. But look, we're not glossing a door here, right? You haven't got to be a DIY expert. No, really, slap it on.
Yeah.
Just slap it on and let it do its job.
It's been developed for us for ease of use.
Yes, yeah.
By a company that normally specialises in trade paints and
yeah.
have done for years, haven't they?
They are a specialist paint manufacturer. So flag paints, now called Flag Formulations, they've been going for about 87 years.
Wow.
Rooted right here in the UK. But they, wow, I mean, they make so many different paints. They make paints for the hulls of ships, boats. They do very, very specialist fine furniture varnishes and lacquers and all sorts. But some of their biggest selling items is ROOFIX and, of course, Black Magic. This is so popular, and it has been for many, many years. But you haven't got to be a DIY expert for this. You literally just slap it on, and it's going to do its job. It couldn't be easier. So
approved by the Ministry of Defence, the London Underground.
Yep.
Absolutely incredible. Great story about
a huge antique centre
in
Europe.
Yeah,
yeah.
And they had a leak and got them to come out and sort the roof out. And then they rang back a few years later, a good few years later. I think it was past 10 years. And they said, could you come back out? And it's like, oh gosh, what's happened? They said, oh, we've bought another building and we want you to do it. We want you to secure that building before we put anything in it.
You can imagine how precious all those antiques are. The last thing you would want is a leak. And this is what it does. It stops those leaks in its tracks.
I think it looks nice as well, actually. It can look smart. You know, just brush off some of the loose bits, slap some of this on, and honestly, I think it can look so smart. But again, your actual roof to your house, your garage, your sheds, you know, wherever it is, wherever you've got a roof, slap some of this on. But again, it's going to give you that peace of mind. If you've got a leak, perfect. Even if you haven't got a leak, what people do is put this on their roof for preventative measures.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
I mean, you know you've got it on there because it's going to give your roof that extra reinforcement because of the fibres and also that flexibility. As we go through spring, summer, winter and vice versa, it's going to get flexibility. But you can see here, even on pitched roofs, that even if the water just runs straight down after you've applied it, it's still going to fix that leak.
Instantly fixed for 10 years or more. And not just roofs, think of bay windows, think of conservatories. That's why you've got the three different colour options. So if you have got a white conservatory, you want to go for the white. If you've got perhaps a new build and you've got grey windows and things, go for the grey if that matches your home. The black is the busiest at the minute, and as ever, it's only while stocks last. We don't have this product every day of the week, so please grab it while the stock is available. Remember, all your gutterings as well, whatever the guttering may be made of as well.
Yeah, doesn't really matter at all. So wood, plastic, metal, lead flashing, it could be OSB, it could be bits of steel, so it could be joints, all that kind of thing. It can go vertically as well, by the way. So let's say it could be where your guttering meets the drain pipe around there, around the fascias, around the brackets. It could go on those areas too. In fact, if black's the most popular, I'll show you some black now if you want.
Okay,
because look, I'm going to explain how to actually seal the guttering, but just briefly, just so you can see the black. This is just another comparison to bitumen. So look, if you've got bitumen here, that is just like a gloss paint. It's not, but
and that's
it looks
what you'd
like
buy from a DIY store. If you think, well, I've bought that black paint before. If you bought it from a DIY store, it's not ROOFIX M. You'd have bought bitumen, which is like a gloss paint. It's got waterproofing properties. But it's not going to seal a leak. No, it's not. It's not at all. If I actually show you now with ROOFIX, it's like a gel-like consistency. So that, you can see those fibres. In fact, John, let me just dip the brush in again. There you can see it's got the fibres there. And that is what's going to knit together. It's going to find the hole. It's going to fix it. It's going to seal it. But you can see, you just get such good coverage. You do a thorough job with this. And because you've got that thermoacrylic resin, it's going to remain flexible. So you've got the fibres to find the hole and block it. You've got that resin to keep it flexible for years and years to come. You might be applying it now, you might be applying it in winter. It doesn't matter when you use this. As soon as you've got that leak, or you see that leak, just get this on there as soon as you can.
Get to work.
It'd be one of the best products you've bought. So many people say it saved them so much money because they were needing to get the roof replaced, and actually they fixed it using ROOFIX, or they were going to get all the guttering redone, but they fixed it using ROOFIX. Yeah,
this is it. They do, and it can save people an absolute fortune.
Thousands.
And John, not to mention the hassle. You know, who are you going to call in that urgent moment?
Now we've just doubled the amount of people with this in baskets. We've just gone massively busy. All of you going for the 4-5 litres. That's your best option. The more you order, the more you save. So you can go for a 2.5, a 5 litre, and 4-5 litres. If you go for the 4-5 litres, detail on your screen now. It's like you get a whole 5 litre tin completely free of charge because you save £60.
It's a £60 saving. Remember, that's going to give you 20 square metres of coverage. That's enough for an entire garage roof and some left over. 1 litre gives you 1 square metre of coverage. We're getting busier and busier. 360407.
Always busy this
Black,
year.
grey or white, your options. But we're going to look at guttering now.
We are,
again,
we
aren't
are. Now, guttering is a very common area around the house for those leaks. You know, to give you a bit of an extreme example, I've actually drilled holes in this. 6 of them, I think, in there.
There's a lot of holes.
There is.
You're a vandal.
I know, stop, I know, honestly. What am I like? What am I like?
What are you like?
But you know what? That could cause, you know, it might cause damp issues if it's going to be running down the
You
side
can hear
of the
it
house.
gushing down the side of the house, can't you? If
And
it's
it
really
does.
wet.
It
Yeah,
does
it's
cause
awful,
damp. It
yeah.
all then goes
You can
green.
see
It goes
it.
green, doesn't it? And then if it goes onto your patio, it might be making it slippy. Now, replacing guttering. I mean, look, the price of guttering is not that cheap. Actually, it's the labour that can really, really get you. And actually, it's the upheaval. You have to make sure you're in. You might have to take days off work to get it fixed.
And again, it's getting people as well.
It's getting people.
It's so
yeah.
difficult now to get people in. It can take weeks for them to be free.
Yeah, it really can.
Especially with the weather chopping and changing all the time as well.
Well, this is much easier. You can just go up to your gutter. You haven't even got to take it off your roof.
Easier, more
If it's safe to
affordable.
do so, yeah. All you got to do, and I'm not prepping it. I'm not putting an undercoat on there. I'm literally just slapping it on. And this is still quite wet, this gutter. I'm just going to put a little bit more on there. Again, you may even not need this much, but this is quite an extreme example. And then I'm just going to pour some more water in. And there you go. So within minutes, that is you at home fixing a
6
leak
leaks.
on your gutter there.
Well, I think
Have I
you've
missed
got
a bit?
one.
I've
Yeah,
missed a
you've
bit. Here we go.
missed a
Here we go. If that happens, don't worry. You can still apply some more on the top there. Let's put a bit more for good measure.
It's
And
And
great
that's
that
the
you-
great thing
You
that...
don't have to wait for it to dry.
No.
You're not waiting hours
And it
or
might
days.
rain instantly. You think, oh, my goodness. But there you go. Not a leak inside.
Still pouring that water
There
in
we
there.
go. And you can see that is what I'm talking
And
about.
whatever the
and that could be on
guttering's
drain
made
pipes
from.
too, yeah. And just to show you, look, that had all that water in there. That was now fixed.
But it's not a temporary fix. That's the
No.
other thing we've got to keep pointing out, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is it. It's a quick fix, but it's not a temporary fix. This is designed to last you 10 years.
Brilliant.
Now, I drilled some holes in that. You might have a really big gap, right, in let's say, in your guttering. Well, this is quite a big opening. This was fixed some years ago, and it's still going to do the job. But just a bit of a tip for you. If you have got a gap like that, you might just want to get a little bit of tape and then apply the ROOFIX. Once it's dry the next day or two, you can then just peel it back off, and it just
That's
helps
a
it
really
stay put,
good
right?
top tip, yeah.
Really good tip. And also
Oh,
this...
wow, look at this.
I know this has been shown numerous times on TV and at trade shows. This was actually 2 bits of guttering
Two
joined
separate
together.
bits.
2 separate bits.
So that was a hole, you know,
Yeah.
completely broken, had to be
separate
replaced,
sections,
really.
yeah.
Yeah, in 2 different
But
sections.
fixed it.
Fixed with ROOFIX. You can actually see just the gap ever so slightly
Yeah.
there. That is incredible. Now, you will need to take that together, give it a bit of time, give it a few
And
coats.
obviously you could buy white ROOFIX.
Yeah.
So but obviously it's better for the TV so you can
Visually,
see
yeah.
the black
Yeah,
visually.
whichever one you need.
Yeah.
They're both all 3 exactly the same, just which do you prefer the look of? Again, lots of people go for white. They've got white guttering or conservatories, but that's completely up to you. Just get as much as you need.
Yeah, the black is always the busiest, and we are super busy. What we call our allocations, what you put into baskets, is doubling every time you see a demonstration virtually. You absolutely love this product. If you've not used it before, you will love it even more when you get it home and see that it is so easy to
Yeah,
apply
it's
and
really
it does
easy.
the job instantly.
I would say even if you haven't got a leak right now, this is a DIY essential to have in your garage, have in your shed, just in case, because when you get a leak, you want it fixed instantly. And at this time of year, we're having these extreme weathers, real extreme heat.
Well, if you live in the UK for 5 minutes, you know it's unpredictable weather, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, we've had some hot days,
One
haven't
thing
we?
to another, though,
And then
don't
the
we?
evenings have been dropping just recently, and now supposedly the rain is coming.
So this week's a bit wetter, I think.
And that creates those leaks. Your buildings contract and
Moving,
expand with the weather. That's how those leaks and the cracks in your wall. That's why they appear. This is going to solve the problem.
Well, it is, and you can solve that problem when it's raining too. Now, you're not going to be painting underwater, but this is just an extreme example. And you can see there, it even adheres to the surface, even underwater.
goodness.
How
Gosh.
good is that? And that stay put. That's going to protect that wood.
That's brilliant.
So it's really clever stuff, honestly. There's nothing else quite like this. Again, you don't just walk into a DIY shop and buy this.
No.
This is a specialist paint manufacturer of flag paints.
You might
this is what they do.
you know, or get someone to come round and fix your roof. They might actually get out of the van and have ROOFIX with them, because it is a trade.
Yeah, they could do. Yeah.
ROOFIX M is developed for
And then
us.
you pay for the labour cost.
Yeah,
of that.
that's it. And it's been developed so it's really easy for us as just regular people to apply and get those instant results that can last 10 years or more.
Yeah, Joe, this isn't a show about techniques, because you haven't got to be an expert. If you can hold a paintbrush and slap it on, then you can use this. You can fix roofs. It's that simple.
Now, this is great, because waterproofing cardboard sounds impossible.
Yeah.
Cardboard hates water.
Well, it does, doesn't it? And do you know what? If you've had a package delivered and it's been left outside in the rain, you know, it goes mushy quite quickly. I've got 3 cardboard boxes to show you, and I chose these on purpose because you've got a little gap there on these postal boxes. But that is just going to go soggy. We know what cardboard does. But I've actually painted another one with bitumen. Now, this is going to give you a little bit of waterproofing. This is the sort of thing you might think you need when you go into the DIY store. You might spend quite a lot of money on this. But look, that is not going to block the hole. It's going to protect the cardboard a little bit, but the leak on your roof is still bound to be pouring through if you use that.
And that's what you would buy from a DIY store.
This is it.
ROOFIX M, you're not going to get from a DIY store. Remember, it's a specialist paint, and ROOFIX M is an exclusive, really, to a
multi-surface, it stands for.
Multi-surface. Well, you can see on the bitumen there, it hasn't filled in that hole at all on the cardboard box. You can see that. Now, I've got the same cardboard box, but this time I've given it a quick coat of ROOFIX. You can actually see, guys, it's actually sealed the holes there.
Yeah.
And you can see inside, when you show the inside of that, Charlie, those Draylon fibres, you can see it's completely different to the bitumen, isn't it?
It's got that gel-like consistency, so it's that Draylon fibre reinforcement coupled with that thermoacrylic resin. And if I pour in the water there, have a look at that. Not a single leak.
Oh, my
We're protecting cardboard here. This is going to be absolutely fine for your roof.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever building material, whether it's a garage roof, whether it's a bay window, whether it's a conservatory, whether it's the lean-to, whether it's the greenhouse, whether it's the shed roof, honestly, you have got a product that works instantly but gives you those results for 10 years or more. So it's not a temporary fix. It can last 10 years or more. Now, there's a great story about cardboard, actually. The gentleman that developed ROOFIX, this was his niche. He was in a competition.
It was, right. And do you know what? I love this story. There it is, folks, the HMS Destroyer. You know, how about this? Was it his daughter, wasn't it? His niece,
His niece. And it was a school competition, and they needed to make a boat.
A cardboard boat, and they needed to waterproof it.
I mean, how would you do that?
Well, some are sinking in the background there. I hope they've got a boat to rescue. But you can see there, look, that's all they did. They painted all the outside, and what they said, they should have painted inside as well to make it even doubly secure.
Even more secure, yeah.
And she
it's floating, a floating cardboard boat as a boat. That's a boat now.
A cardboard boat.
Yeah,
and that's the extreme that we're talking about. ROOFIX is going to work on pretty much any building material.
Crazy, isn't it?
When we show you with the...
well, there's another box here. Joe, I'm showing you this one now just to prove how long it can last.
This is old.
This is around about 18 years old. This is like an antique, this thing.
We've known
I protect
box.
this.
Yes.
I don't dare lose it. This is 18 years old.
They used this, or did do for years at shows and exhibitions. And all day it stood with water in it.
Yeah.
Just to prove the point that it stops leaks and, like we say, to the extreme, waterproofs cardboard.
Yeah, and the thing here is, look, this is 18 years old. So when we designed to last you 10 years, you know what, we can say that.
That's the 10 years or more for that
10 years or more. I'm really, really impressed by that. And Joe, just while having a little bit of fun, I've got a couple of sieves here. We both exactly the same. One, we added a little bit of bitumen, and you can see there on the actual sieve, it's added a little bit of protection. It's going to waterproof it a little bit. It's filled up some of the holes, but look, no, that's not going to do anything, is it?
No.
But if we take the same, exactly the same, like for like the same sieve, we've put some ROOFIX in here. That is no longer a sieve. That is now a spoon. That is how good it is at sealing leaks. It just finds it. It's those fibres that knit together, and you've got that flexibility. And this is for numerous materials you're likely to have.
Virtually all building materials, and whatever you're thinking about, whether it is a garage roof, and you'll see it applied in this little clip. It's so easy to apply, but it might be any flat roof. It might be flashing, it might be porches, it might be guttering, PVC, it might be roofing panels, it might be the shed, conservatory, the greenhouse, the lean-to. That's why you have the 3 colour options, but this is how easy it is to apply. Tidy up the area. If there's any loose bits or some leaves and things, tidy it up.
Any excess dirt, yeah, any moss that's on the roof, just get rid of that, and then you're ready to literally slap it on. No skill required. You can see here in the clip, going around the outside of the area with a brush, and it doesn't matter if you go from one material to another, because you can use it on so many different materials.
Yeah, perhaps the material going to the house from the garage or the extension is a completely different material. It doesn't matter. It will still fix any leaks, and it will last for 10 years or more. Now you can see how easy it is to apply, either with a brush or with a squeegee on the end of a broom. It will cover 1 metre, 1 litre I should say, will cover 1 square metre. So you can mark it out if you like, but it's really easy because it's got self-leveling properties. And remember, those Draylon fibres, they're going to weave together. This isn't bitumen. This isn't something you'll buy in the DIY store. This is very much a TV exclusive, the ROOFIX M, multi-purpose for multi-materials. And what you'll find, they'll weave together, they'll stop any leak that might be there, and they'll make all of that area waterproof, I should say. And remember, this is any building materials, virtually every building material that you've got, whatever roof, whatever bay window, whatever conservatory, whatever lean-to. And so many people saved me £3,500. You know, I knew my roof was leaking. I'd had estimates of £3,500. His wife was watching the TV, and he said, I was drinking a cup of tea with her, saying, what is it? And she said, well, watch and see. So he bought it, and he was amazed how easy it was to, you know, apply, and then the result that he got from it. Then another 5-star review saved me £1,880 on a new roof. My extension was found to be leaking, again, really badly. I called out a roofer to tell me how much it would cost to put it right. When he told me, I could have fainted, he said. He said I'd have to repair the whole roof, or you know, replace the whole roof. It had had its time. Saw the offer on TV, so he thought, hang on, I'll try this first. He ordered some. It was easy to administer, and hey, presto, it worked. And that's what so many people say. It worked. There's lots of key words. Great sealant, great product, brilliant, easy to use, great item, really pleased. The best of the best.
And these are all reviews that we've had in over the years. As Hayley was saying, when it comes to using it, it's so simple, it's so easy. If you've got any kind of leaks, just take away any excess dirt and then slap on the ROOFIX. It gives you that instant fix, but lasts 10 years and sometimes beyond. You can see how easy the application is, whether you use a brush, whether you use a squeegee, but it instantly fixes that leak. It stops that leak in its tracks.
And this is very much a trade paint. This is from Flag Paints that originated in 1939, and they are approved by the Ministry of Defence, the London Underground. They've developed, though this is a trade paint, ROOFIX M has been developed for us. So you've got a product you can use on virtually all building materials that's really easy to administer. You get that instant result, whether it's a roof, whether it's guttering, and that's why you've got the different colour options as well. You might have a white conservatory or bay window. You might have grey guttering.
Yeah, lots of new houses have grey, whether it's the windows or the guttering. 3 colours to choose from, the white, the grey and the black option, all available for you. Let's just remind you of the sizes, because you are shopping for all of the sizes.
We've gone crazily busy now. This is what always happens. Remember, we don't have ROOFIX M with us every day of the week, every week of the month. It's very rare we have shows, because it's a trade paint. We have to wait till they're available to make us enough paint to do a show. We've got it, it's available right now, but you do need to shop really, really smartly. Which option to go for? Well, the bigger you go, the bigger option you go for, the bigger the saving.
But we start with a 2.5 litre tin. The 2.5 litre will give you 2.5 square metres of coverage. So if you know exactly where the problem is, maybe you want to go for that one. 2.5 litres, £39.99, £15.31 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
But do remember, you don't always know exactly where the leak is. It might be in the middle of the building, but actually the leak might be coming from the sides. You just never know. But if you think you really know, go for that 2.5 litre. However, it's better value for money instantly if you go for the 5 litre.
Yeah, because we don't double the price by any means. 5 litres will give you 5 square metres of coverage, and it comes in at £59.99. That's £21.98 on your first of 3 payments. That's 811037. Remember, black, white or grey are all available, but the best value...
Yeah, do you fancy a free tin?
go for the next one.
If you go for the 4 or 5 litres, you save £60. So that is giving you a tin completely free of charge. This will allow you to do a whole garage roof and have some spare for the emergencies, because you'll wake up one morning, that leak will be coming through, whether it's dripping on, in the garage, whether it is dripping on the car, whether it's dripping on the bikes, in the shed, or whether it's actually coming through the roof and going to the electrics. You'll think, oh my goodness, I saw that ROOFIX. We might not have it available. We don't have it available every day of the week. So whilst we have the stock, order it, get the big pack, get your garage roof sorted, but have that spare for that emergency day.
That should be almost £240. It's £179.99. 360407. That'll give you 20 square metres of coverage, so it's enough for an entire garage roof and some leftover, like we were saying. When you're thinking, where can I use it and what can I use it on? So many different surfaces. In fact, most building materials.
Well, we just waterproof cardboard. Cardboard is horrendous when it's wet, but we waterproof cardboard with ROOFIX.
Yeah, but then all the building materials that you can see there on the list: wood, OSB, galvanised steel, asbestos, fiberglass, metal, acrylic, UPVC, polycarbonates, even non-glazed tiles. And then when you go to your different types of guttering, PVC, cast iron, metal, copper, even concrete.
Yeah, you've got the 3 colour options, so it doesn't matter whether you've got a porch or a bay window, a conservatory, a greenhouse, a shed, and PVC, flashing. It makes no odds. Virtually all building materials. So if you are applying it to an area that is actually allowing you to actually, apply it to various different areas of a roof, but the materials change, it doesn't matter. It works instantly, but remember, because it's got Draylon fibres that weave together, the leak has gone, but it's also got thermoacrylic resin, so it actually it's flexible. So even as the weathers change, it allows that to stay waterproofed and the leak to be gone for 10 years or more. Check your baskets out. The larger size is the busiest. We're going to step away for a moment. We so often have sellouts when we have ROOFIX, and we're massively busy. We keep doubling in what we call allocations. But what you also have fallen in love with already, we've only shown it really briefly, is our black magic.
I love this.
It's brilliant.
I love this stuff. It's my favourite paint. Well, it's not just any paint though, okay? This is a paint for inside, this is for outside, but it's got built-in rust converters, it's got built-in primers and undercoats, so it's one paint for so many jobs around the house, so many materials. So your wood, your plastic, your metal, we've got iron, it could be brand new items, it could be old items you want to upcycle.
And everything looks like that's how you bought it. It's got this amazing satin finish. Even if you're the worst painter in the world, you will get a great finish.
I think it's even better if you're not good at painting, because this, well, it gives you that factory finish every single time. You're going to use it on so many different materials.
Areas.
Like you were saying, Charlie, as a rust converter. Yeah. Brilliant, no primer. Just take away any excess of the rust and then look at the difference. It looks factory finished again, doesn't it?
It really does. And John, we've got so many examples here, because if it comes from metal, you need the right undercoat, you need the right metal paint, you need the right rust converter.
So true,
so for one job, you go to a DIY store, and that's about 3 or 4 things you need to buy for that one job. Or you go for Black Magic, and that's all you need for all of these things.
You don't need any of the primers, no rust converters.
No, not at all.
Just the Black Magic.
In fact, John, I'm going to crack on with this actually, because we found this old household ornament. This is actually an exterior mirror from someone's garden. I'm actually just going to paint this little bit here, because this section, you can see it's really, really rusty. So people buy this to upcycle, for repairing, all sorts. But when it comes to this job, you'd need the correct rust converter, you would need the correct primer, undercoat, you might need to buy a special metal paint, or you can just get Black Magic and that's it. Brush off the loose bits, get a wire brush, and 99% of the time, guys, all you'll need is just one coat.
Wow.
Minimal brush marks. Now, you might be thinking, oh, does it smell though? No, it's water-based. This isn't one of those solvent-based paints. If you've had some, you can get a metal paint with like a hammered finish, that can really smell. It's quite unpleasant, I think, that's my opinion. But this, you can wash a brush in water, it's easy to rinse off your hands too, but that can look like new, and that'll be dry. In here, I reckon about 20 minutes that'll be dry.
Brilliant.
It's really, really fast.
Perhaps you like to upcycle things. Perhaps you've got things in the garden you're thinking of throwing away, don't. You can upcycle them with your Black Magic. But indoors and outdoors, it's phenomenal.
It is. Can I have a look at that wooden spindle,
Yes,
actually?
this was
is really
brilliant.
good.
I did this the other day, right?
Brilliant.
Now, do you know what? It seems to be the rage. People are painting their staircases black. It looks really stylish. And people, someone gave me tips once. If you're going to do a black staircase, have a black little ornaments, have a black table, have a
just
black
tie
little
it all
picture
in.
frame, tie it in.
And you don't have to
picture
rebuy
frame.
everything. You can just paint it all.
You can upcycle it. You absolutely can. But you know, the reason I did this, Haley, was because something you said in the last show. When you're upcycling, you don't want to see brush marks,
Oh,
do
there's
you?
nothing
Right?
worse.
It looks like an amateur job.
Nothing worse than it looking like it's been repainted.
No, not that does not look like it's been
It's
repainted.
like a real satin finish. It's like that's how you bought it, but you can even
does.
see the marks.
The
wood.
grain of the
yeah.
wood you
Yeah.
can still see. You will struggle to find a brush mark here. So bare wood, no primer, no undercoat. You haven't got to go out and buy a specialist wood paint. It's still the same product for this material now. That is going to look absolutely stunning.
We've seen a lot of the, you know, the curtain rails.
The poles,
they've often
yeah.
got,
Yes.
the end like this. Perhaps you've got a few of those.
Maybe it's a bit dated.
Yeah, you think, oh, actually, if you paint like you just saw that wood, makes them look like
Well, it
wrought
goes
iron.
Yeah,
from
it does.
pine to a raw iron finish.
Could be
So
kitchen
good.
cabinets, could be a front door.
Yeah.
Yes.
And don't forget, actually, for jobs like that, if it's going to get a lot of traffic, a lot of foot traffic as well, maybe it's going to be skirting boards, who knows? This has
good,
got,
isn't it?
it's got brilliant adhesion,
Yeah.
really good adhesion.
Real perfect finish every single time, whatever you're applying it to, which is
Yeah,
brilliant.
it is. And you know what? So inside, outside, it's actually heat resistant too, up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 260 degrees Celsius. So around fire surrounds, around chimneys and gardens.
Yes,
Chimneys.
radiators in the house.
Radiators,
as well.
oh,
You've
yeah.
got to have
Won't
the right
peel,
paint
will
for
it?
that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I pointed at you then. I didn't mean.
It's fine.
apologise, I do
Well,
apologise.
don't like
I'll
that.
put my hands in
You've
my pocket.
changed.
I have, haven't I?
You know what? We talk about the adhesion. What people love about Black Magic also, it doesn't crack, flake or peel.
That's brilliant,
See, if you're
isn't it?
doing like a garden furniture or an old planter or it could be a garden gate, you don't have to do that every year or two, don't you? It's going to last you years. Now look, your gutting's not going to do this, but wow, that is not budging,
what a
it's not
difference.
cracking at all.
Perhaps you're trying to sell your property, but your guttering all looks quite tatty. Perhaps
Yeah.
it doesn't all match. That's going to match
Spruce
it
it
all
up.
brilliantly. Isn't
Your
it?
house, the exterior of your house is going to be in uniform. It's going to look absolutely beautiful. I've actually done some garden gate hinges, and it can just transform the look of a house.
I'll tell you what
could be an
I
old garden
love.
gnome. It could be all sorts.
There's a love chair which I love, and it's so intricate, the details.
Yeah,
of
we've
it,
got a before and after
that,
of it that
you
we'll show
honestly, you just
Cast iron,
see,
that, isn't
yeah,
it? It's the same as that, actually,
Yeah.
except
how
in a
easy it is
huge
to
chair.
apply, but how the finish. So that was it. They were going to throw this out because it was, you know, you're not going to sit on that. You're going to get a rusty bum, aren't you? That's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
no
yeah.
good if you're in a white pair of trousers. But in about half an hour, it took them. Oh my word!
It's incredible.
That could have a little posh brown label on it now. Could be in a garden
Oh,
centre
if you're
for
selling
hundreds
it
of pounds,
with a
isn't it?
handwritten price,
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
absolutely,
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
it? Because it looks brand new
And
again.
it's so intricate, but even things that are really intricate like that, really easy to adhere
Yeah,
to, isn't
that's
it?
a really good point, because if this was a really thick, gloopy paint, you would lose the
Yeah.
profile, wouldn't you? So actually, this is another good example, therefore, because look, it's so intricate, this. If it was really thick and gloopy, it'd fill up the holes. You'd lose the definition, you'd lose that profile. Even on the stair spindle, some bit of furniture, it looks like you bought it. It looks factory finished each and every time. It's so easy. But Joel, what else can we show you? Talking about...
About this.
Oh, yeah, copper pipes, yeah?
Look at that difference.
Maybe you got old radiator
Perhaps
pipes.
you've got those showing somewhere.
It looks so much better, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think
And
so.
again,
Sometimes you can have
the
some really
finish.
horrible piping around the back of a toilet and things, and you
Yeah.
can paint it and make it look
Yeah,
so much nicer.
Around a U-bend, perhaps. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Once you've got this, once you experience the most beautiful, flawless satin finish, you're going to be looking for things to paint. You know, people have even done like casters for like home offices, like chairs and things.
Someone who just emailed in and asked a question, Victoria, a set on the wheels of a car.
Yeah, why not? Don't see why not.
And we've got a picture, actually, a V&A
I think,
of a wheel on
People
a
have done
car.
We
cycles
have.
and things, yeah, bicycles.
And people have used it on bumpers and things like that.
Yes.
And,
Yes, they have.
And they have tried it and obviously, you know, test it yourself. But on the inside of the car,
Interiors,
if
yeah.
your dashboard's gone a bit tatty.
Well, it's minimal brush marks, you
Yeah.
know. And it's always best if you're not an expert decorator, because you might be a bit perfectionist with it.
Yeah.
Just get it on. And it almost like self-levels. It's perfect. There you go. So yeah,
Oh,
could be
there's the
alloys.
wheel that we were
There we
talking about,
go.
yeah.
So there you go, Victoria. Yes, great for a wheel.
Great
Talking
question, Victoria,
about
thank you.
wheels on your desk. This proves the point of it not being gloopy.
Yes, exactly.
Because those wheels still move.
They still move around, you know. And
that could change your office furniture because they're a bit tacky, aren't they? in
yeah,
grey?
they are. I think it looks like metal. It looks a bit more expensive, I
Yeah.
think, doesn't it? But something like this is going to get quite a lot of foot traffic. It's going to get quite a lot
And
of
then
wear
you could
and tear.
even change the knobs on the drawers
Yeah,
and things. Perhaps
metal
you've got
knobs, yeah.
drawers with wheels like that. And it doesn't matter if they're metal. If they're shiny, just brush them down a bit. Because, I mean, that looks...
If it's shiny metal, you might need a couple of coats, but most of the time on
great
other
is that?
materials, really, it's one coat. You don't actually need to use anymore. This is a good
Brilliant,
thing.
Well,
isn't it,
these
as
are
well?
a bit dated, aren't they? Just they've
Yeah.
had the fashion of time.
Well, don't forget wood as well, the same. That's a bit dated.
Yeah.
But how modern does that
It
look?
could be something you found in a charity shop. You know, this could be the start of a new
Yes.
hobby for people. Upcycling. You might make a bit of money. You might sell
and
online.
lots of
Who
people
knows?
do that.
They do. In fact, actually, glass. You've got like glass vases. What a lot of people do, they use this as a really good base coat, and you just leave it at that. And then people get chalk paints and dry brush over it.
Oh,
you can
wow.
actually be really, if you know, you can be really creative. This, so
Yeah.
you can be very arty. But again, it could be lights outside. This is actually a bit of fiberglass, a solar power floodlight. You know, if it's gone a little bit. You know, a bit dirty, a bit horrible. Give it a quick quick wipe down, and then you don't need any
I
primers.
threw all ours away.
Oh no!
We did have a set of those, didn't we? And they went nasty,
Yeah, they went nasty.
Yeah.
Garden ornaments.
Still work.
Or even
Still
just
works, yeah.
if you've got a wall. Trying to
Garden
think of the word then. It's like
You did with that
fence,
brick.
no.
Give us a
what's the
clue.
word?
It's a wall.
Yeah.
Lots of those make a
And,
wall.
and perhaps that doesn't look too great, and then it doesn't match. Perhaps your garden's quite modern now, and you
Could be
want to
edges
modernise,
to your
yeah.
lawn, garden
And that
edging.
looks
Yeah.
great, doesn't it, in the black?
Yeah,
So
it is.
many different uses, and it goes a really long way as well, that 2.5 litres that you see there. 974362 is your item number. Comes down to 1665 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. The 2.5 litres will give you 20 to 30 square metres, and it's really easy to use. Take away the excess rust, and then you're ready to apply. It gives you that factory finish
That
every
satin
time.
finish, no brush marks, brilliant finish every single time, no priming, instantly giving you those results. If you've any rusty areas, like we keep saying, just make sure you sort of brush away any loose rust. But remember, it is a rust converter as well. Water-based, environmentally friendly, and just gives you this perfect finish. Like, that's how you bought it. That's the base to one of the umbrellas. And again, you could throw that out and rebuy a new one, but you don't need to. Just get a tin of this paint and change the look of that. You could match all your garden furniture, whether it's wood or plastic or metal. It makes no odds. MDF, stone, glass, PVC, indoors and outdoors. And remember, it will withstand up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So you might have a surround round the fire. You might have a barbecue that you might want to.
Could be a fire pit or a chimney, yeah. All of those things, because it goes up to 500 degrees. So heat-wise, it's a brilliant heat-resistant paint as well. And all those other surfaces that we talked about.
It's all in one. And if you want that, grab it. And of course, split that cost with PayPal on our website. 1665 is the first of those 3 payments. But we are twice as busy, well, twice as many people ordering as stock already sold. We're just getting busier and busier and busier. Always happens, we often get into a situation where more people are ordering than stock is available, because obviously we have different configurations, different sizes and different colour options, and we can never get as much as we would like, because this is a trade paint that has been actually developed especially for us. That's why it's not with us every day of the week, every week of the month. When they are available, when Flag Paints are able to make us a bulk lot of ROOFIX and our Black Magic, we do a show. So we've got stock right now, but can't guarantee it will be with us for very long. Now, remember, with ROOFIX, does exactly what it says on the tin.
In an instant, it's going to fix any leaks, whether you're talking about roofs or guttering. You can see here how easy it is to apply. The details on the screen are for the 2.5 litre. We've got a 5 litre, and now we're going to show you the 4 5 litres, because that is the best-selling configuration. You slap it on, you spread it out, and it's done. It's already, even before it dries, it's already
Could rain
fixed
straight
the leak.
away, and you've stopped that leak instantly. Not temporary, up to 10 10 years or more. Use a brush, use a squeegee, entirely up to you. It's got self-levelling properties, but you won't find this in a DIY store. This is not bitumen. This is ROOFIX. It's got Draylon fibres that weave together. This is a trade paint, very cleverly developed. They weave together, they'll stop the leak, but they're also flexible because they've got a very clever ingredients that allows them to expand and contract with your building materials. So a lot of things that will fix the leak. When the building moves again, the leak is back. Not with ROOFIX. Might be a conservatory, might be a bay window, might be the shed, it makes noise, might be a guttering.
And it often moves in extreme weathers. But as Hayley's saying about guttering, all your different types of guttering, whether it's UPVC, whether it's concrete that you've got there, plastics, you're going to use it on so many different surfaces. Composite plastics, metal, galvanised steel, you can use it on wood. But there you see, you just take away the excess dirt, you slap on the ROOFIX, and it stops that leak.
And so many people said it saves them a fortune. You might have replaced all of your guttering. You might have completely replaced your shed roof. Honestly, this might be the bay window. You might keep getting people out and they fix it and it leaks again. Fix the that's what happened to my mum. She's got sort of a bit of I suppose like a lean-to-y sort of area, all glass, the roof, leaked terribly, had so many people out. They eventually said, we can do it, someone said. They did it. Leaked the first time it rained, cost about £2,000. Do you know what fixed it? ROOFIX. Yeah. And that was white, so we bought the white. You've got the white, the grey and the black. But remember, size-wise, it's up to you, but the more you buy, the better the discount, the better value for money. So I would always go up a size to what you're thinking of getting. So
each litre gives you a square metre of coverage, the 2.5 litres, 2.5 square metres. Available in 3 colours at £39.99. 198226 is the item number there. Then we go to the 5 litre tin. Double the size, but not double the price. Yeah. Nowhere near double the price. £59.99 is your price there. Black, grey or white, 811037. But the best value of all and the busiest on the show.
Well, would you fancy a free tin? That'll do a shed, but actually, perhaps you want to do the garage. Well, if you go for the 4 or 5 litre, we give you a tin free of charge because you save £60. And not only will this allow you to do that area of your garage, it's also going to give you that little bit left as well. So for those emergencies and you think, oh my goodness, I wish I had ROOFIX, you'll have that spare ROOFIX in the tin shed.
I would have it right now in your DIY store, in the shed, in the garage.
Prevent, don't they?
Yeah, preventative
so they think,
measure, brilliant.
Put it on the shed right now, it looks a bit like, you know, it's getting a bit old. I'll just paint this over, and what you've done is solve the problem before it happens.
And that 20 square metres of coverage is brilliant. Like we said, enough for a garage roof and plenty left over. When it comes to applying to a garage or whatever surface, all you're going to do is take away the excess dirt that you can see there, brush it away if you like, then you're going to go around the outside with a brush and then you can just slap it on. It is simple, there's no skill required here. So if you'd like to go for this bundle, 360407 is your item number. It's grey, it's black or it's white in your options, and if you use PayPal paying £362.31 on your first of 3 payments. Got loads of demonstrations to show you, but you don't need to have any skill to be able to apply this, do you?
No, not at all. If you can hold a brush, you can absolutely do this at home. So first, you go around the perimeter of your roof with a brush. If it's lead flashing, fine. If it's slate tiles, it doesn't really matter what it is, slap it on. So when it comes to the middle of your house, or sorry, the middle of your roof, you can still use your brush. What a lot of people use is a squeegee like this. And actually, ROOFIX has also got self-leveling properties. So you haven't got to, you know, we're not decorating, we're not plastering a wall here.
It's quite satisfying.
Oh, it is.
I find it quite
it's quick
relaxing,
as well.
Yeah.
And you don't need for a dry, sunny day. You can do it if you want to wait for that. But even if you've got a bit of water on there, don't worry about it. Just brush off any debris, any loose bits of moss, and you can see the before there to the after. It's a dramatic difference. I think it looks smarter.
It's a great finish,
I think it looks nice.
It gives a great finish, doesn't it? Which isn't what it's about. It's about the result.
Of course, yeah.
But actually, the finish is fantastic.
It's a little bonus, isn't it, I think?
And remember, 3 different colour options. So whether you want a grey roof to your shed or your garage, whether you want a white, you know, for the conservatory or the bay window, or whether you want the black. All really busy. The black is always the busiest, and that is the busiest in your 4 tins as well, where you get a tin completely free, a 5 litre tin free of charge, really. saving £60.
It's a bargain. I'll get as much as you need. I'll use the black for you now. And as soon as you use this paint, well, I guess it's not technically a paint. You use it like a paint. But you'll see the instant difference. This is not bitumen. This is not the stuff you get in DIY stores. It's completely different. You can see there on the end of the brush, you've got those fibres.
Well, it's not dripping like a paint, is it?
No, you're right. That's a good point, actually. It's very easy to control.
The consistency is so different, isn't it?
It really is. And they're the fibres that find the leak. They knit together, they weave together, and they seal the leak instantly. But this isn't just a temporary fix. It's designed to last you, like we've been saying, 10 years.
I love this demonstration. This proves the point.
Yeah, it does.
How this works. It's brilliant.
Well, obviously we're representing flat roof here. This is real roofing felt. It can get quite brittle when it gets old. It can dry out. And as we move through seasons, different materials expand at different rates. That's where you get cracks and leaks and all sorts. I'm going to make this even worse, all right? So look,
it doesn't have to be a flat roof, does it? We're just demonstrating
a pitched roof. Yeah, it could be corrugated roofing. It could be your main house. It could be an outbuilding. It could be, I don't know, it could be a stable. It could be a barn. It could be a bike shed. It could be a log store. Look, leaks. I don't want to state the obvious, but leaks, they can cause a lot of damage. They can. You can get damp issues. You can get mould issues. You may not even see a leak. It might be happening. Don't want to scaremonger, but you might be having a little one now as we speak, and that could be causing some mould issues, damp issues. We don't want that getting into the electrics. We don't want it dripping down into carpets. It's going to damage the underlays and all sorts. But even if it's outside in a garden shed, dripping onto lawnmowers, hedge trimmers, your kid's bike, it could be going rusty and all sorts. Can we see that? Yeah. I'll pour some more water on. But this is why it's so easy to use. I'm going to use the black, all exactly the same, just apart from the colour. And as soon as I apply this on, are you ready? That has just fixed that leak instantly.
And
you saw it stop dripping.
What amazes me here is there's so much water still on the surface, on the top here, but it just fills in, even though it's a wet surface.
There you go. I'll do it right there, so we can see that drip. Are you ready for this?
Watch it stop.
That.
Wow.
Sometimes it's hard to find a hole, but you don't need to worry about it. You just.
Now you're dripping over the back.
There's so much on the top, it's coming off the sides.
There's so much water,
I mean, that drip, that hole, it's completely gone.
Completely gone.
And that's not just for now. If we come back to this, well, if you got 10 years, we could. If we came back to this at the end of the show, if you went back to it, can last 10 years or more.
Yeah, it really can do it. So it's a quick fix, but it's not a temporary fix. It's designed to last you 10 years. It's 10 years peace of mind in a tin. If you've got a roof, if you're a homeowner, this is an absolute must.
You must check your baskets out, by the way. Twice as many people ordering as already sold. We only have shows when we have stock, so please, whilst we have the stock. This is a specialist trade paint. You can't buy this from a DIY store.
You don't find DIY stores, and this is what Flag Paints specialise in. Really unique, special, unique paints. They specialise in, all sorts. They do varnishes, they do lacquers for upcycling furniture. They make paints for the hulls of ships. They do all sorts, these guys. They're rooted in Britain here. They always have been. But been going for 87 years.
Approved by the Ministry of Defence, the London Underground. Honestly, you might pay a builder to come round and fix your roof, and they might come with ROOFIX.
Could be this,
ROOFIX M, that's especially made for us here on Shop on TV. And this is ROOFIX M, means it works on all building materials and really easy to apply. But if you have been to a DIY, I know lots of people watch and they're like, I bought a black paint from the DIY store and it didn't work. And this is what you'd buy from the DIY store,
Well, I'll paint someone a bit of card down here. This is the sort of bitumen that you'd probably be buying from a DIY store. And look, bitumen, I'm not knocking it. It's good for what it's designed for. It's designed for adding a bit of a moisture barrier for foundations, for walls, basements, that kind of thing, But that's not going to fix a leak on your roof. It's too runny. Viscosity isn't correct. It is like using a gloss paint. But when we're looking down there, if I just use, in the black, the ROOFIX, instantly you can see the difference.
Look at the consistency difference straight away.
It's like a gel material. Can we see that? And you can see the fibres there. You can see a clear difference, and that's what blocks the hole. But actually, speaking of which, I'll switch back to the grey. Let's use that bitumen again. Okay. And I've got two funnels set up here. So we're representing leaks on your roof. Bitumen, it might waterproof it a bit, But guys, it's not cheap stuff either, bitumen, you know, I might add.
And it's not going to actually stop the leak, as you see there, it's dripping through the hole.
Dripping through the hole.
Yeah. That could
that's
cause
not going to fix the leak.
more problems, actually.
Yeah.
Could be worse if that's going all over.
I'd rather water than that.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
But you know what, if we go back to the ROOFIX, you can see here all those fibres, they knit together, they weave together, they find the hole and they seal it. And I'm putting quite a bit in here. Even the weight won't push it down. I can absolutely pack this in. That is really, really impressive. And if you actually move across, we did that one earlier on in the show, that hasn't budged at all. It just finds it, it's blocked it, and that is going to keep that weather out.
Yeah,
completely worth
10 years or more, and so often or more. We have so many stories when people have, you know, been using it. They used it years ago. Loads of new customers tonight. Really lovely to have your company. Great to have our regular customers, but always great to have new customers as well. So thank you for watching and for buying. You're buying sensibly tonight, because honestly, this is a product so many people have said saved them a fortune.
Got to remind you, 3 colours available. You've got black, white or grey. You can have 2.5 litres, 5 litres, or the 20 litres is the best value, and that's the most popular as well. So if you want to go for that 20 litres, it's like you're getting 5 litres free. So that is definitely the best value.
It's like getting a whole tin free of charge, and that'll do your whole garage and leave you with some spare. Because you want a bit spare, because you know that morning you wake up and the heavens have opened, it's been beautiful for weeks, and then all of a sudden the weather's changed. That's often when the cracks appear and the leaks happen. And you think, oh my goodness, why didn't I buy that ROOFIX? You want that spare in the shed so you can instantly apply it.
It's better to have it not needed than need not have it. But you know what, even if you haven't got a leak on your roof, even if it's looking great, even if it's quite new, your roof, put this on straight away for preventative measures. People really do that. And this is some of the materials. It's not just limited to this though, but these are likely the materials you're going to find around the house. So guttering, as we discussed, absolutely perfect. And you can see we've got ROOFIX down the side here, but in the middle we've got this stripe of black. That's actually bitumen, okay? Completely different. Remember, ROOFIX is not a bitumen product. If you look at the top here, there's a cut, there's a crack all the way through that bit of guttering. You can see it starts there. The bitumen hasn't blocked it in, but the ROOFIX has sealed it all the way down. I'll fix the guttering for you live in a second, actually. We've got some metal there. Look, the holes on this bracket, this could be a bracket holding your garage roof in place, maybe your corrugated roof. Sometimes you have metal fixings that can cause cracks and leaks. But you can see that the bitumen has not filled in that hole, but the fibres from the ROOFIX have knitted together and they have fixed it and they sealed it. We've got some roofing felt here, same situation. It's done a perfect, beautiful seal all the way down the outside, and we have got some lead flashing. Now this is where you find, if you've got extensions, you know where the roof meets the wall, extension buildings, outbuildings, where your chimney meets the roof, quite often you find lead flashing. And yes, it will also work on vertical surfaces, so if you need to go up the chimney a bit, that's absolutely fine.
And if you go from one material to another, you know it's going to work on everything.
Just the same ROOFIX. You only need to buy the same one to go on all of these materials. This is OSB. This is very popular for, well, flooring. It could be walls. Quite often you see some trendy bars giving that rustic kind of look. So yeah, if you've got that material, that's fine. All woods, really, you can see it gives you that perfect seal all the way down, and it's going to give you that flexibility. So if you're using this right now, if you use it in the winter, use it any time of the year, and it's designed to last you all year round, because as we move into different seasons, that's when your house is naturally going to expand and contract a little bit. And that's, don't be scared, that's normal for a house. They're actually built to design to do that, but we do get leaks, you know, especially if it's quite an old property.
That's when you often see like a crack down the what's
wall,
and that's because your building is moving, and they move all the time, but they move to the extreme when the weathers are extreme. So it's been really hot, and in a lot of places it started to rain again. So perhaps that's why we're so busy. Perhaps you've had that leak
this week. I saw in the weather actually is going to get.
It's going to get worse
all week. We looked at
good for the gardens, but not good for leaks.
No, it's not good.
But this is perfect for
damage. Yes, this is perfect. George, should we do some guttering now?
Yes, please.
So it's ROOFIX. It doesn't have to be a roof. It could be a bay window, conservatory, a greenhouse, or any of your guttering, whatever your guttering's made of, really, any building material.
Any building material, yeah, pretty much. And do you know what? If it's going to be your downpipe, that's going to be perfect because, again, you can use it on vertical surfaces. I've actually drilled about 6 holes in this guttering. Now, it may not be that bad, but I want to give you a proper example here. Do you know, you haven't got to get all the water out if you don't want to. Even if, well, obviously you only go up the ladder if it's safe to do so, but if it's still a bit damp outside, that's no problem at all, guys. I'm going to slap a little bit on. Again, we're not decorating, we're not glossing a door. If you can just, this is a really cheap brush. I bought a multi-pack for a few pounds. You don't use your big expensive brushes on here. There's no point. You just need something just to slap it on and fill in those holes, okay?
And that's exactly what you're doing, slapping it on. And it's those fibres that were in there that Charlie was talking about, they knit together and they block those holes. So they stop that leak. It doesn't have to wait until it's dry for it to work.
And it could be a junction of where, you know, where the actual pipes link together, and perhaps that started to leak there. Instantly, even if it rains straight away after you've applied it, the leaks have gone.
If the heavens open, that's it. So,
brilliant.
I mean, how long is it going to take you to get the ladder out, put it up to the side of the wall, seal your guttering, and that's it? I mean, that took seconds, and that's done now. Leave it. It should be like that now for 10 years. So 2036, done.
And it's also all your different types of guttering. It's not just your PVC, even concrete and copper. You can see here exactly the same thing as Charlie was showing it, but you've got a real crack there. Just taking away that excess and then slap it on. And this is good because you can see it from above there. You're literally just slapping it on, aren't you?
Slap it on, that's all you need to do. And even if you've got big cracks, you can put a bit of tape underneath just to give it a chance to support the ROOFIX as it cures. But so even if the heavens open straight away, this is the difference it can make. And if you haven't got to be decorated, just slap it on, and then it works instantly. But it's not a temporary fix.
And if your guttering's white, get the white ROOFIX. If your guttering's black, get the black. Perhaps your guttering's grey, get the grey. Or it doesn't really matter. Or it's going to work on everything. But if you want to have the matching colours, they are available at the minute. The black is the busiest, though.
Yeah, it is. And you know, quite often you get leaks in the guttering where they're joined together. If you've got 2 bits joined, the brackets that they're supposed to seal them, but they're going to move around over the years. If you've got a really big gap like this, okay, ROOFIX, if it falls through, if it really is quite big, my advice is you can actually buy gauzes and mesh and stuff, but actually you can just get a little bit of tape and then apply some ROOFIX, give it a day or 2, pull it off, and then that's going to do the job.
Right.
That's a huge hole.
That's a huge hole.
Yeah.
And this is old, this bit of guttering. That is still going to be flexible. This bit of guttering, by the way, I couldn't believe this, right? This is actually 2 separate bits of guttering joined together with just ROOFIX.
So that could be that join. And you've instantly fixed the whole way round.
So you've rejoined.
Rejoined it. Now, okay, that's going to take a bit of time. You may need a few coats and just give it a bit of tape, give it a chance to do its thing. But that really impressed me. It's one of the most impressive things.
And again, you'd probably use the white for that, but the black works, so it's entirely up to you.
Exactly.
And it works instantly.
Yeah.
But it lasts for, it's not a temporary fix, any of this, whatever leak you're fixing.
Yeah.
It can last 10 years or more. But why is that?
Well, they've got something in here called a thermal acrylic resin. And the guys at Flag, they wanted that flexibility because, you know, when we do move in different seasons, that's when your houses naturally move around. And it's completely normal, but it needs that flexibility, otherwise it's not going to last. And this is really extreme. Look, your house only moves marginally, but it's enough to cause leaks.
Yeah.
It's not going to move like this. But you can pick any part there. That is not peeling away.
It's not cracking anywhere,
and even if I don't want it anymore, I'll snap it. But you can see, even there, where it's completely bowed and buckled, there is no cracks appealing whatsoever. So it's the fibres that knit together and fix the leak instantly, but it's that thermal acrylic resin that maintains that flexibility. So that's the peace of mind thing. That's why it's so good to get. It's brilliant value for money. I really do think. I mean, it could save a fortune. It could even save thousands.
Well, some of those reviews that we've had over the years, people have said, yeah,
this isn't a product we've just found. This product's been going for many years.
Oh,
so many 5-star reviews over the years. This one's saying, I got my ROOFIX to repair my garage roof, which you're going to see how to apply it as you see here. As it was leaking, I'd had some estimates of £3,500 to repair the roof.
Oh, no.
I sat on the sofa whilst my wife, sorry, was having a cup of tea, and I was drinking my tea and she was watching ROOFIX on the television. I said to her, what is ROOFIX? And she said, well, watch and see. So he did, and he bought some. He said he was amazed how easy it was to administer to his garage roof. So really easy, like you're seeing, to apply it. To his amazement, it was easy, it worked. It's such a great product. And that's exactly what you say. It saved him £3,500. And then another 5-star review. This product saved me £1,880 on a new roof. My extension was found to be leaking very badly. So I called out the roofer to tell me how much it would cost to put it right. And when he told me, I could have fainted.
Oh.
He said the whole roof had had its time. I saw the offer on TV. I ordered some. It was easy to administer, and hey, presto, it works. But when you actually look at just the headlines of so many of the 5-star reviews, fantastic product, does what it says on the tin, very good, super sealant, great product, brilliant, so easy to use, great item, was perfect for what I needed, really pleased, the best of the best in capital letters, excellent product, very good, easy to use, is used a lot. This paint is brilliant, exceptional product, and this goes on and on and on. It's a product that's been tried and tested for many years, but honestly, even as nowhere near a DIYer, this is so easy to administer, and instantly the problem
That's what
solved.
we saw there, Charlie.
Yeah,
It's so easy to apply.
Yeah.
You don't need any skills, do
No,
you?
not at all. If you can hold a paintbrush, you can do
Job
it.
done.
I mean, it's
You
a
can
brush
literally
and
fix a
squeegee.
leak.
And it virtually self-levels as
Yeah,
well.
it's
so
got
you don't
levelling
even have to-
properties
yeah.
in it. Yeah, you might want to use it. In fact, you know, I can show you how to apply. I've got a squeegee
Yeah.
set up.
Great.
Here.
Great.
I've actually got. I've
we
got the
switch
white
sides?
actually. So I
Yeah,
switch
we'll,
over.
yeah, we'll do-si-do.
And you know what? What you can do is literally just pour it on. Now, if you're doing, let's say, a garage roof, the average size, give or take, is about 16 square metres.
Yeah.
Between 15 and 20 square
I think
metres.
that's why
give or
most
take.
people are going for the offer on your
I
screen
would.
right now,
Yeah.
which is the 4 5-litre tins. It's like you get a tin free of charge because you
value's
save
brilliant
£60.
And it lasts a long time
Yeah.
too. If you don't use it all, keep the rest for
you've
you know,
got
your
some
guttering
spare. You've done
outbuildings.
the garage and you've got some spare.
So you could do this. Now, what you can do, if you've got a big area, you can measure it out. It's about 1 litre per 1 square metre. You can use chalk and so on, but to be honest, you can just literally just pour it on. You can use a brush if you want. Again, you don't need to be neat. We're not glossing a door or doing anything inside. All you do, you literally just spread it out. I mean, that's even probably too much there, but just to show you, it glides around so easily, and you could do a large area in a very, very short space of time.
And you
that's
don't
it.
have to wait for that to dry. It's done. It's doing
Yeah,
the job
that's
straight
it.
away.
Yeah.
That does the job. You haven't got. I mean, after a day or two, it might still be slightly tacky, but that's not the point.
But if it rains
does the job straight
instantly,
away. Yeah,
It's stopped the leak and the problem solved.
Even if it's got a bit of a drizzle as you're doing, obviously make sure it's not slippery where you're standing. But yeah, that would be fine. Even if it is raining and you need to quickly get it on there, it's still going to do the job straight away.
And we're seeing it here in quite a gash there, and you know the leak there on your roof. It doesn't have to be a flat roof, and we're seeing exactly how to apply it. You can apply it with a brush, you can apply it with a squeegee. It's entirely up to you. But you know that one sort of litre will cover 1 square metre. Self-levelling properties, which you see right there, really easy to apply it correctly, and you virtually slap it on, and instantly, it's, you know, that was starting to rain. Obviously, it's coming from a watering can, but instantly, that leak's gone, and not temporarily. We haven't just solved this problem for now, and now we can wait for the builder that can't come for 6 weeks, and we can wait for him to come and solve it. You've solved that for 10 years
It
or
is,
more.
because if, heaven forbid, you do see a leak, you want it fixed now, don't
Straight
you?
away,
And it's
You
so
don't want
difficult
any
now.
damage, do you?
It's such an expense to get someone else round,
Yeah,
and a lot of the times it's so difficult to get someone
It's
to come round
timing
quickly
wise,
because they're
yeah.
already booked up, aren't they?
Well, if it's
So
a
you've
Friday
done it.
night or a Sunday morning,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely,
it can
yeah.
be tricky. Could be extra call-out fees, you don't know. But do you know, I think it's also the emotional damage of leaks, because you know, it could be dripping onto, I don't know, your kid's favourite toys or something, or it could be onto of that quilt that's been passed down,
Be
or your
heading
favourite
towards electrics
armchair.
or something,
Oh,
you know,
that really worries
You
me.
just don't know, do you?
It
When
might be valuable collectibles you keep in
Yeah.
the roof, you know, and
Yeah.
then it leaks onto something
And
like
remember,
that.
this isn't a new paint. This has been tried and tested. This is from Flag Paints, who've been going for
Yeah.
many years.
About 87 years
So
now.
really, this is a trade paint that they've developed for us. so you can use it at home.
Yeah, you don't find this in DIY stores. Please don't think, oh, I've got some bitumen. This is not a bitumen.
No.
There's no bitumen in here.
Very different consistency.
Completely different. It's a gel-like consistency. But it's, in a nutshell, you've got the Draylon fibre reinforcement. So it's got fibres in here that knit together, block the hole, and you've got that resin, that thermal acrylic resin that was designed to expand and maintain the flexibility as we move through the different seasons for around 10 years. So this is going to last and last and last, yeah.
How great is that? And actually, it looks great as well. It's the result that you want. The leak has gone. But whatever building materials, any building materials, we've actually, through the show, waterproof cardboard. Cardboard is the worst product to get wet. But with ROOFIX, we waterproof that cardboard. It'll seal the gaps, gives you a great finish visually, but it is the fact that whatever material that's gone on, it's probably a different material going right to the house there, and around the actual sort of screws and the nuts, it will make sure that on all those materials, it will solve the problem, it will stop the leak, but it will actually also prevent that leak for 10 years or more. Now, honestly, so many people saved so much money on roofs, on guttering, on bay windows, on conservatories, on greenhouses. It doesn't matter. And whether you're solving the problem of the leak right now, or whether you're actually thinking, well, the shed roof does look bad, I've been thinking it's probably going to go at any point.
Yeah.
You could actually prevent that from
As
happening.
a preventative measure, this is a brilliant product to stop leaks in their tracks, like we say, whether it's a flat roof, an angled roof, whether it's a guttering, a conservatory, a lean-to. It really, really doesn't matter. Your different types of guttering, not just your PVC gutterings that we're talking about. It could be concrete or copper. Huge crack in that guttering that you see there, huge holes. It doesn't matter because this fills the hole.
And you might think, oh, I'm going to have to replace it all. Someone might come around and said, well, we need to replace it. You know, it's really badly damaged. And the fact is, you could actually fix that problem, as you see with the before and after, instantly. That might be the joint. It might be gushing down the side of your house. Honestly, so many people try this first before they get anybody out, because in an instant, you've done the job yourself, because you don't have to even be a DIYer. It's so easy to apply. But what you've also done is not fixed it temporarily. You fixed it for up to 10 years or more.
I think that's what people initially think, don't they? It's that quick temporary fix, but 10 years and beyond sometimes. It's still really busy across the entire range that we've got for you.
Got as many people ordering as we've already sold. We're often like this, and it's just getting busier and busier. So whilst we have stock, we don't have it every day of the week. Please grab it. You don't see this show as frequently as we'd like to do it, because it's a trade paint. We have to wait till they're available to make us enough to actually do a whole show with, and to have all the colour options as well, which at the minute we have got.
We've got all colours in all configurations. So you've got a white, a grey or a black option, whichever option you are going for. We'll remind you of all the different sizes. So we've got a 2.5 litre tin available for you, and each litre gives you a square metre of coverage. So this is the first one, 2.5 litres, 198226 is your item number, and just $39.99.
You really need to know exactly where that leak is,
Yes.
if you're going for that, because remember, sometimes a leak might be in the middle of a roof, but actually it might be coming from the sides.
Yeah.
You know, so if you really know where the leak is, go for that one. However, it's well worth upgrading to the next size, because it's twice the size.
And it lasts for ages, and you can continue to use it. It's twice the size, but it's not twice the price.
It's not.
It's just $59.99 for 5 litres, and that gives you 5 square metres of coverage. About the average shed roof we're talking.
So
with
normally
5
£70.
litres.
It's been reduced for the show, so grab it while you've got that reduction. So an even better offer there, and you can split the cost as well with PayPal, making it just $21.98. That's the first of 3 payments. So 811037 is your item number. So that would do like a shed roof, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But the best value of all.
Would you like a free tin? This option is brilliant because you save £60. So it's like you get a tin for it. It's the most popular. Lots of new viewers today, which is great to have your company. Always great to have our regular viewers as well. But you are here getting, well, you can see there, 5 4-litre tins, 20 litres, which will cover that whole area of a garage and leave you some spare.
Should be almost £240. Like Hayley says, it's like you get a tin free, £179.99. I don't want you to think you need any skills to use ROOFIX. When you're applying it, again, you just take away any excess dirt, any excess debris, as you can see there, and then it's really simple to apply. You see here in the clip, going around the outside with a brush around those outside areas, and then you're just going to pour and squeegee it across the rest of the surface that you can see there. Really simple, like we say, no skill required. It's got self-leveling properties as well. It's not just for flat roofs. Don't just think it's for flat roofs, it's for your angled roofs as well.
And any building material as well. So virtually any building material. So whether it's a conservatory, a bay roof, whether it's a greenhouse. If you're doing a big area like this, it's a really nice idea to put a squeegee on the end of like a broom handle, and it's quite satisfying actually. It self-levels just brilliantly, and you can cover that area really, really quickly. But remember, even if it rains straight away, you have instantly fixed that leak, and not temporarily, for 10 years or more. Any building material, so if you're going from one material to another, you know, the way it joins the house, and perhaps it's a conservatory roof and you've got a joining material, it will work on all those building materials. And even as the weather changes in the future, because that's how your leaks happen, your buildings expand and contract, this will expand and contract with the weather. So that's why this fix isn't temporary. It looks great. It's fixed the problem, but not just for now, for 10 years or more. And so many people say it saves them an absolute fortune.
You can use it on so many different surfaces. That's the other great thing. So when you are applying, you can use it on wood, OSB, galvanised, asbestos, fiberglass, composite plastics, metal, acrylic and PVC, polycarbonates, even tiles, non-glazed tiles. Then when it comes to your gutterings, you've got PVC, cast iron, metal, copper and concrete. If you're thinking about asphalt and bitumen, concrete, felt and lead, all of those surfaces as well. In fact, Hayley often says it's pretty much all building materials.
Well, we waterproof cardboard in the show, and you know how bad cardboard is when it's wet. It'd never be waterproof, but we waterproof it and even seal the holes in the cardboard box. Whatever the material, whatever building material, and whatever area, it could be a flat roof, it could be flashing, it could be porches or guttering, could be PVC, it could be a garage roof, it could be roofing panels, it could be the shed, the conservatory, the greenhouse, could be the lean-to. It might be a porch, it may be that bay window, it might be the tiniest of leaks that you've never solved the problem. This will solve the problem. It looks great, and you've got 3 different colour options, so it will match to what you're using it on if you want to. You've got a grey, you've got a white, and you've got a black. But remember, though it's called ROOFIX, and it does exactly what it says on the tin, it's not just your roofs, it is your bay windows, it is your conservatory. My mum's has got like sort of a lean-to, and we had so many people out, and it's white, and so many people out to give us an estimate. And then lots of them were like, oh, I don't fancy doing it, it's lots of different materials. And you know, eventually someone said, I'll do it, but we'll have to change it all. Did exactly that. Took ages. They did it in really bad weather, so everything inside got wet because they just left the roof off completely. They replaced the roof, and as soon as it rained again, it still leaked. Do you know what solved the problem? ROOFIX. And it cost about £2,000, and we could have just solved it instantly with your tin of ROOFIX. I think that's why we're so busy. I think the weather as well, it's been so nice, but now the rain is coming. Perhaps you've had the rain already, and that's when those leaks happen.
And the best buy is there on your screen, and that's been the most popular. 360407 gets you 20 litres, giving you 20 square metres of coverage. Take advantage of PayPal paying $362.31 if you pay online and you've got a PayPal account. If you've not ordered before, it's as simple as this.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
At
At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1, ITVX and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
So great to have your company. Lots of new viewers tonight, which is always lovely. Great to have your company. Great to have our regular viewers as well. And I know this is a product that if you've used it in the past, we absolutely...
You don't want to be without it, do you?
No, you really don't, you really don't. Again, it's peace of mind in a tin. If you're a homeowner, everybody needs some of this in the garage ready to go. You know what, we're representing a flat roof here, but this could be a pitched roof on your garden shed. This could be your main house, could be an outbuilding, it could be a log store. Any roof at all you can fix. It might be slate tiles, that's absolutely fine. It could be corrugated roof, it could be UPVC, it could be metal roof. It makes no difference. But this is quite a common material. This is something you see quite often on, well, flat roofs and pitch roofs. But you know what? If it is raining and if you do see this leak, nobody ever wants to experience that in the house. It's the emotional damage, it's the expense, it's the time and the effort of calling people around. It can be an absolute nightmare. So instead of calling people and potentially spending, well, it could be thousands as we've seen on reviews, this is much easier. Dip your brush in, quickly apply over the top.
Instant.
I can't
And
get over
there it is. It's done. It's
so
fixed
much
it.
water still there, though,
Yeah.
Charlie.
So if it, do you want to pour
That's
some
why
more?
it's great. No, I think it's brilliant.
There you go. How brilliant is that? So do you know what? If it's going to be raining straight away afterwards, it might be raining as you're doing it, as long as it's safe to apply it. That is why people love ROOFIX. Let's do it again for you. So it could be pouring down, that could be going onto carpet, that could go in the attic, maybe you've got a bay window that's coming through down the wall, all sorts. This is a way to fix the leak on your roof yourself instantly. That is an instant fix, but that's not a temporary fix. That's now designed to last you for 10 years. So that should still be there doing its job till like 2036, for example, maybe even longer.
Yeah,
when you think about it like that.
isn't it?
It is. And do you know what? You can instantly see, as soon as you dip your brush in, you've got something really
But it's
special
not a paint, is it?
No, no.
If you've gone to a DIY store and bought bitumen, which is like it looks like a gloss paint,
It does,
but it
a
has
runny gloss
waterproofing
paint,
properties.
Yeah, yeah.
It won't stop a leak. And this you can't buy from a DIY store because that's a completely different consistency.
It's a gel-like consistency. So
with like fibres in it.
You've got the fibres, you can see them right there, can't you? So the fibres, and they're already mixed in throughout the paint. So when you need to use it, give it a good old stir with just a stick or something, and then you are good to go. But you don't need to be an expert, a DIY expert. Even if you hate decorating, you can still use this because we're not being perfect. Slap it on.
I think it should be written on the front of the tin. Slap it
It'd be a
on.
good name, though. Just slap it on. Yeah, I should get that on a T-shirt, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Slap it on. But anyway,
Be careful where you wear it.
I know, actually, I was just thinking that. No, in hindsight, I definitely won't do that. You know what, though? We spoke about bitumen, didn't we? Let me get a bit of cardboard.
Because I think some people will watch and think, oh, I got a black paint from the DIY store. It didn't stop the leak at all.
No, yeah.
Well, this is what you would have bought. And as we say, it's got waterproofing properties. But if there's a leak, it is like a gloss paint, so it's not really going to
That's all it's going to be doing. Look, and you can see that. Look, it's just like a gloss paint, and you know it's good for moisture barriers. It's good for foundations. It's good for basements and things. You know, it's used in tarmac and all sorts for roads. You know, bitumen. It's a good product. It has its uses, but it's nothing like ROOFIX. It's a question about the right product for the right job. ROOFIX. If I actually use the black as a comparison here, you can see it's a gel-like consistency. It's completely different. As soon as you use this, you know you've got something really quite special. Again, you won't find this in DIY stores. Look at those fibres there. That's a perfect shot
you can
because
really see them there.
and that's what knits together. That's what finds the hole. They weave together and they stop that leak instantly. So straight away, you've got something really, really special. Do you know what? Going back to this, you've also got 2 funnels here. If I just pour this through...
So this could be your leak. This could be the hole in the roof.
So-
You're painting on the bitumen. Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
You don't want that going through on the carpet, do you? You don't want that.
No, that's making the problem worse.
Well, it's a waste of money, it's a waste of time. Again, if it's for this job, I wouldn't use bitumen. I really, really wouldn't. But you know what? I would use this because if we get the ROOFIX out, same funnel, and if I just really, really slap it on there, there you go. That knits together, it blocks the hole. It's the fibres that create that barrier. That is why you can fix a leak straight away on your roof. In fact, let's get more in there. I'm not pretending. Look,
Chop it up.
That is
you've got
full. It
3
won't
colour
budge.
options. You have got a black, you've got a grey, and you've got a white. So whether you're doing a bay window, a conservatory, you're seeing the colour options just there. Black is the most vulnerable, it is the busiest, but you have got the grey option. Perhaps you've got a new build, they've got a lot of grey windows, perhaps there's a window that's leaking, and perhaps it's your white conservatory or your bay window that's
your
leaking.
PVC windows.
Yeah, the greenhouse. It doesn't matter. If you've got an annoying leak, however big or small, ROOFIX, it does what it says on the tin. It fixes that leak.
Fixes the roof instantly. This is the good thing because when you see that water pouring through, you don't want to wait another minute.
No,
you're guttering
want
too.
that instant fix.
And this is a bit of the secret, but this is very scientifically done, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what flag paints do so well. Specialist paints. Now, this is what's actually inside the paint. You don't add it; it's already mixed in there. But just give the paint a good old stir before you use it. But just in case you're interested, this is the actual fibre. It's Draylon fibre. It's from the nylon family. And the trick is here. This is why it's so clever. Every single strand, every single length is identical in length. It's computer controlled. It has to be that precise because otherwise it won't knit together the same.
It has to be that size.
It has to be that size and that consistent length. It's really, really clever. So that's the Draylon fibre reinforcement. That's what finds the leak and fixes it. But you're saying, okay, well, how does it last for so long? You know, why is it designed to last for 10 years?
We're saying that buildings expand and contract, and that's how the leak happens.
The movement,
yes.
So if you've fixed the leak, that's all well and good for that day. But as the weather changes, the building's going to move again.
That's right.
Surely that crack will come back, that leak will come back.
If it's something that doesn't have any flexibility, something that dries out, eventually it's going to crack, right?
And flake away.
And flake away, and then that's only a temporary fix. You know, that's no good. But this is a fix that's designed to last you 10 years. Why? Because you've got something in here called thermal acrylic resin, and that's designed to maintain the flexibility. That's the key word, flexibility throughout all those seasons. So as we go into spring to summer to autumn to winter, that is when your house naturally expands and contracts. But it doesn't move like this, does it? We're talking tiny little movements, but over years, you do get those cracks, you do get those leaks. But even if I have it really, really fold over, a bit of corrugated roofing, look, even where it's bowed right in the middle there, you won't find any cracks appearing. If I do it anymore, I might crack the material. That is so strong. You've got that flexibility again for that peace of mind. That's what it's all about. So that peace of mind there.
I love the fact it's any building material. So that could be going around sort of the nuts that are screwed perhaps that material on, or the material that's attaching that bit to
the fixings you have.
To the wood, to the metal,
so I'm going to think,
plastic.
I wonder if it's going to work on this next bit. It's
just slap it on. Vertical surfaces too. Yeah, it could be working on brick, stone. Yeah, absolutely fine. These are some common building materials. The only thing, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't really work on is like glazed tiles, but I'm not sure why you'd use it on those anyway. But really, most construction materials, you just get it on there.
Yeah.
So guttering, and I know since Paul, I'll whiz through it, but you can see there we've got ROOFIX down this side. Just in the middle there, you've got a stripe of bitumen. The reason we've done that is because you can see there you've got a crack all the way through the guttering. It's bare there. The bitumen hasn't filled it, but the ROOFIX has all the way across. And if you go down to the metal there, it could be a metal bracket on an outbuilding. You can see you've got the holes. Bitumen just falls straight through it, but ROOFIX fills it in. even quite big holes like that. If we go down to the roofing felt, it's done the same job all the way across. Lead flashing, that's where you commonly find it around where the chimney meets the roof, around extensions.
Yes.
And you have a bit vertically and a bit on the base. So yeah, it doesn't just slide straight down. So it adheres and does the job. So you have vertical surfaces also. This is OSB. This is a common material found in, well, flooring, in walls. Use it for decorative purposes too. You can see it goes on that beautifully well, and other woods also. So really, slate tiles, yeah, that's absolutely fine. I can't really think of any materials you're likely going to need to use this on that it won't work.
They're big gaps that it'll fill, remember, so it'll stop that leak even in those bigger gaps.
Yeah, even the bigger gaps.
On that guttering that you've got there, you can really see a huge space.
A huge space, and you think, surely it's going to fall through. If it is a really big gap, you can buy gauze and you can actually buy a mesh to put down just to give it a chance, because it's not going to fill huge holes.
No.
But you can get gauze as a mesh for, we're talking big holes too. You can buy a mesh to put down first from DIY stores. But really, if it's something like this, just a tip for you, if it does fall through, then you just need to get a little bit of tape and then put the ROOFIX over the top. Once it's cured, after a day or two, put it away.
That's a great idea.
And the job's there. But you can see I've fixed quite big holes. We've blocked up those funnels with nothing else, just ROOFIX. Go talk about guttering, by the way. We've got a little bit of guttering here. So you can see we have got 6 holes that I've drilled in, and water's going to be flooding through. That could be going down the side of the house. It's actually quite noisy when it rains.
Oh,
if it leaks over the side.
The house, can't it? And then leave that damp. It never seems to dry.
You get that green build-up on the side.
Yeah, algae. It could be slippery on the patios and so on.
That's a big job getting all your guttering done, isn't it?
It is.
You could actually fix it yourself.
A piece of guttering, all right, it's not the most expensive thing in the world, but if you're replacing it all, it mounts up. Then you've got brackets. Then, of course, you've got the labour cost there. That's the thing, and it's the upheaval. It's the hassle. You've got to make sure you're in that day, and you may come across problems. Who knows? But would you rather do that, or would you rather just fix it with a bit of ROOFIX? Let me get my brush. Where is it? Oh, I've got stuff everywhere. Where's my brush? Oh, here it is. Right. Again, I could use the grey. I could use the white. You use black. It makes no difference. It's just which colour you think will look best.
Now, so easy to apply. Super busy. We've still got as many people ordering as stock already sold, and someone's just multi-ordering our 4 or 5 litres. You know what value for money you've got. It's like you're getting a tin completely free, a whole 5 litre tin free of charge. You're saving £60, and our 5 litre tin is £59.99. Normally £69.99 actually, but it's on offer at the minute at £59.99.
And remember, 1 litre gives you 1 square metre of coverage, so that's why the value in this larger pack is excellent. Charlie's slapped on the ROOFIX into the guttering.
How about that?
6 holes that were in there.
So would you rather organise for your guttering to be replaced? Think of the invoice, and it's those sort of things. You have an idea in your head, but there's always more than you think it's going to be.
You have a starting point.
I know it's when they can actually come and do it as well. I know people are so busy.
I know, right?
Now, whatever jobs we call people for, it's like, I can't do it for at least 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then it gets extended because the weather's been bad and they've been postponed.
Then it never happens.
Yeah.
Or
and
you could just do it yourself.
Excellent.
Yeah. And again, even if you hate decorating painting, we're not decorating here. You just use it like a paint, but you haven't got to be perfectionist. I wouldn't even buy expensive brushes. Just get the cheapest brush you can find and just slap it on.
You do virtually just slap it on.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's got self-leveling properties. So the finish looks quite good, but it's not about the finish. It's actually about the results. The fact that leak has gone in an instant. So tidy up any area. It doesn't matter if it's damp, but as long as you've got rid of the debris, the leaves and the bits and pieces that are in there. And you can see there, applied your ROOFIX in an instant. The leak that was there, instantly gone.
There's no time scale in between those clips.
No.
They applied the ROOFIX, they poured the water down. It was as simple as that. It had done the job in an instant, lasting 10 years and sometimes beyond.
And the odds are you'll do it and that it'll start to rain. It always does.
That's,
doesn't it?
yeah,
You think, I'll try and get a dry day. Yeah.
Definitely
and,
would
you're
to
like,
us.
and you see the dark cloud coming as you're up there doing your painting.
Yeah.
In an instant, it's working, so it doesn't matter if they haven't.
If it pours down, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just get that leak fixed, because sooner the better,
And
for
you
obvious
get out of
reasons.
the wet and get a cup of tea.
Yeah, and you know, whilst we're talking about that, actually, you know, even if it is really, really pouring down, you're not going to be painting underwater, but just to prove the point once and for all that you can use it, even if it is still wet. Obviously, as long as it's safe to do so, but you can see, even underwater, it still adheres to the surface.
Isn't it?
Even underwater.
Crazy.
And there you go.
Yeah.
Stays put. It's not floating away.
Yeah, it doesn't float away, does it?
So immediately it's going to do the job, even if it's submerged in water. Well, let's be honest, your house isn't going to be. But if it's a flat roof, you might have a puddle.
I was going to say, we used to have some pictures of that, and the puddle was holding the water, but you could paint over that.
Right, yeah.
And
yeah.
you can instantly stop.
Yeah, that's fine.
That problem.
Just get that leak fixed as soon as you possibly can.
Yeah.
What else we really love, Can we look at the boxes?
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's a bit of fun, this, but let me just get some more water.
When we say all building materials, virtually all building materials, a cardboard box, you know, is the worst thing to get wet.
And don't build with it.
Yeah, don't build your house in cardboard, that's not good. But you just know it's the worst material when it's wet.
It's very fragile, isn't it? So
Awful.
if ROOFIX can protect something as fragile as cardboard, then that's a really impressive
saying,
result.
You know, when you've got a parcel delivered and it's got wet, the cardboard's horrendous,
Mushy.
isn't it?
Oh, it is. And do you know what? I've actually picked boxes specifically with holes in. You can see there underneath. We're going to be using the same boxes throughout this demonstration, right? And that you can see that is just flooding through. You know, it goes soggy, it goes mushy. You know, that could ring a bell if you have had packages left outside. Yeah. We've got another box here. This isn't ROOFIX, this is bitumen. This is the sort of thing you might buy in a DIY store. Remember, ROOFIX, it's nothing like bitumen at all. Here we go, let's pour it in there. That is going to pour all the way through. That's not going to do its job.
Yeah.
And
Still not solve the problem.
no, you can see it's going to protect. You can see it's repelling the water a little bit.
Yeah,
and
it's got waterproofing properties.
Yeah.
Bitumen,
But
it's just never going to seal the actual holes that are creating
exactly.
the leak.
It's completely different. Now take the same box. All these three boxes are identical, but look with ROOFIX. This is now ROOFIX. So just put a good generous layer on there, and you can see it's actually filled the hole in the base of the box. And if I pour some water in this now, look at that. You're not going to find a leak.
It's not leaking at all.
Anywhere.
Now, this demonstration, we always get
seals
busier
it.
and busier and busier, and that's why, if you can waterproof cardboard, you're like, yeah, I trust this. And there's loads of water in there and not a drip in sight. There's a good story about this, actually. The gentleman that originally bought out flag paints and bought out ROOFIX, his niece was in a competition at school, and not cheating really, it was very sensible thinking, but they had a competition to sail a cardboard boat.
A cardboard boat across the waterways, as you can see there. You can see in the background the others are all sinking, but you've got that waterproofing around the outside, so the water's not getting in.
So she's sailing in a cardboard box. Yeah.
Honestly, what an amazing thing to do. I mean, that could last for ages.
And that really does prove a point, doesn't it? I mean, absolutely incredible.
My bet is that could last like that. You'd be able to use that time and time again.
Especially if you did the inside as well.
Do the inside,
Inside and out.
And it maintains the flexibility, don't forget, too. So, all those gaps, all those spaces where all the cardboard box joint is going to fill in all of those. And look, it's not something you're going to do every day, but wow, it makes a point, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
If it can protect something as fragile and mushy like cardboard, it's going to be fine for your roof and your house, isn't it?
Exactly. Pretty much all building materials, remember, and we've seen it on gutters as well. Now, this box that Charlie's just pulled out, this is a very
famous.
old one.
I think it's about 18 years old now, right? The reason I've got this one now, again, it's a box filled with ROOFIX, but this is to prove the point that even after about 18 years...
Well, we say 10 years or more, don't we? And this is cardboard that's still waterproof. The holes are still sealed.
It's still maintained its shape.
Years later.
Look at that. That's not bad for 18 years.
And it's so well travelled as well. And that for shows and exhibitions has stood with water in it for days on end.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah,
it has.
It's amazing.
And you know, we talk about cardboard boxes, and you know what? A sieve. This gets really silly now, but I love these demonstrations because if it can, a sieve is designed for one thing. to rinse things around the house. That's used, well, we used a bit of bitumen there a while ago, but that's not going to do the job.
So you did try and seal the holes with bitumen?
We did, but
it
just...
what you'll buy from a DIY store, but you can see a little bit there, but it's not sealed anymore.
It just goes straight through, doesn't it? Again, to be fair to bitumen, it's not designed to do that, but I really don't want people thinking, oh, just go down to the DIY shop, buy some bitumen, because it's a completely different thing. This is ROOFIX. This is not a bitumen product. It's completely different. You've got Draylon fibre reinforcements. So it's got fibres mixed in the paint, and that's what nicks together and fixes the leak on your house. That's now a spoon, look.
It certainly is.
So clever.
And those holes are so tiny, so minute, but it fills in
so we've seen the bigger gashes, we've seen the small holes. It's worked on all and everything. Remember, whether it's a bay window, a porch, whether it's a conservatory, whether it's a greenhouse, whether it's a flat roof, whether it's a pitched roof, whether it's the garage that we're seeing here, you have got the solution to that leaking problem. Working on any building materials, we just waterproof cardboard, for goodness sake, and it sealed the holes in the cardboard box as well. That's what this is all about. It's the Draylon fibres that weave together that stop the leak instantly. But then you've got the thermoacrylic resin that makes sure that it's flexible. So actually what you'll find is it'll actually last for 10 years or more, because as your building moves, and it moves with all the different weathers, you will find this leak, or the leaks that you've solved the problem for, will stay fixed for years and years to come, up to 10 years or more.
This just shows you how easy that application is. We've gone around the outside with the brush there, and as we said, it's so simple if you want to use that little squeegee to spread the ROOFIX out. It's got self-leveling properties.
It's quite satisfying actually with a squeegee like that.
Doesn't matter whether it's a flat or an angled roof, you'll still get this amazing technology that fills in all those holes, fills in all those gaps, stops the leaks in their tracks, and it doesn't matter what material we're talking about when it comes to roofs, but it's the same on guttering as well.
And remember, it's not a new product. The company's been going since 1939. This is ROOFIX, so they're under Flag Paints, and they specialise in trade paints. So this is really exclusively made, ROOFIX M, for us. The ROOFIX M has been developed so you can use it on any building materials, and so it is really easy to apply. But actually, as a trade paint, it's approved by the Ministry of Defence, London Underground, and you know, it really has been used on boats and ships and things. Honestly, there is specialist paint that we are able to use ourselves, and that's why we don't have this show every day of the week. You won't switch on every week and see ROOFIX on. It's when Flag Paints have got time to make enough of the product for us to do a show that we do a show. So we've got stock right now, so do order it right now, because so often, sadly, that leak will happen and you'll think, oh, ROOFIX on Shop on TV, and sadly we probably won't have it. So please do grab it whilst that stock is available. So easy to apply, and it is that instant fix.
And it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's going to fix all those leaks, whether it's roofs or gutters. You see in here a quick application showing you how simple it is. Take away any excess dirt, and then no skill required. Here we're putting a little bit of ROOFIX underneath just to seal it down, and then slap it all over, as you can see there, and it stops that leak straight away. You don't have to wait for days for it to take action.
Yeah, you haven't got to wait for that dry week to apply it. You can apply it at any point, and even if it rains straight away, it's instantly fixed the leak. Not just temporarily, for up to 10 years or more. So many people have said over the years it saved them thousands of pounds because they were going to get a roof replaced. They were going to get their guttering replaced. So though it's called ROOFIX, it will work on whatever building material you've got. So if you've got guttering that's leaking and it's gushing down the side of the house, try ROOFIX first before you get all that guttering replaced.
Yeah, and don't just think it's your PVC guttering. Even if it's concrete or copper guttering that you've got, you saw again how easy it is to apply. You just take away any excess dirt and slap it on, and straight away it's fixed the problem. Not just a roof fix, a gutter fix, a conservatory fix, a lean-to fix. It can be so many different surfaces we're talking about when it comes to this product. So let's remind you that it comes in 3 colours, black, grey or white, all still available at the moment and available in all 3 size configurations. So we'll start with the smallest, which is 2.5 litres. Now that's $39.99 your price there, and it'll give you a 2.5 square metres of coverage. However, the value is the bigger you go, the more you save.
Yeah, you'd really need to know exactly really where the leak is to get the smaller tin. You could double the size of your tin, but not double the price. So the 5 litre tin would be better value for money. And then you might have some spare as well. That would do if you were thinking about doing your shed. That would be exactly right, very much for most sheds. So you've got 5 square metres of coverage there. Should be £70 virtually. It's $59.99. So that is better value for money, and of course you can split the cost as well with PayPal.
That's 811037 for your 5 litres, but the best value of all is if you go for the 4 5-litre tin configuration. So that's 20 litres in total. It's been the most popular of the night because it's the biggest saving, isn't it?
It's very much like you're getting a tin free of charge because you're saving on this. It should be virtually £240. You're saving £60. So that is a 5 litre tin free of charge. So you're getting 4 5 litre tins, and again you can split the cost with PayPal, but you know what you've got there is enough to do that garage roof and have some spare, because on that emergency morning when you get up and that leak has happened, which can be any time, you know, especially with the weather we have, our buildings move with the weather, that really hot sunshine, and then the cold, and then the rain hammering down. That's when those leaks appear. So you know you've got that spare in the shed. You've done the garage roof, and lots of people use this actually to prevent. Perhaps you're looking at the shed thinking,
it's looking a bit dodgy, that roof.
I'm expecting it to probably leak soon. You know in an instant you can fix a leak, but actually prevent that leak as well from happening.
And last 10 years and sometimes longer. So 20 litres, 20 square metres of coverage. Use PayPal Pay in 3, $62.31 if you pay online.
So busy on this deal. Busiest on the black, but you have at the minute got all
your 3
colours in all the configurations. But please be super quick if you want to go for those 4 5 litre tins. Remember, you can use it on virtually all building materials. We just waterproofed cardboard just to prove a point of the properties of ROOFIX. But when you look at this list, I mean, virtually it's every building material that you've got.
So 360407, you can use it on wood, OSB, galvanised, asbestos, fiberglass, composite, plastics, metals, PVCs, non-glazed tiles, and then all your different gutterings, PVC, cast iron, metal, copper, concrete. Can also use it on things like asphalt and bitumen and concrete and felt and lead. Honestly, pretty much all building materials.
Yeah, and remember, you can't buy this from a DIY store. If you've bought a black paint that was meant to be waterproof, and that would have been bitumen, and it has waterproofing properties, but it's not going to stop a leak. This is a trade paint that's developed for us to use at home from Flag Paints, and that's what they specialise in, specialist paints. They've developed ROOFIX M, so we've got a paint that's really easy to use, but not only easy to apply and use, will work on any building materials. So often you're going from one material to another, where the nuts and the screws are, where it attaches to the building. The great thing is this will work on all building materials.
Corrugated iron, corrugated plastic.
Onto the brickwork.
All those different materials. That's why it's so popular. And even if you don't need it right now, it's a great essential for DIYers, even if you're not a DIYer. So grab these whilst they're on such good prices
and, think about
in
other
stock.
Things. When you think roofs, you're thinking about the garage, the shed, but actually think about that bay window that's been leaking forever. Perhaps it's the greenhouse that's got a leak and it's driven you absolutely
nuts. A piece of guttering that's pouring all the time. Yeah.
Perhaps it's sort of the car porch, and that's what do they call that? The plasticky stuff you put on the
corrugated plastic. Yeah.
Honestly, it could solve all those problems. And for guttering, and for so many people, they've just said it saved them thousands of pounds because they were getting people out to do the job, and they thought, well, I'll just try ROOFIX first, and it fixed it. But remember, not temporarily. for 10 years or more, which is incredible value for money. It's phenomenal.
Now, you can go to the phones, 0333 241 241, but the easiest way, I should say, is always the website. That's shopontv.co.uk. When you go to the website, if you click on the live logo that you see there, you'll see our YouTube channel there as well. You can click and subscribe and watch back any previous shows. And then when you scroll down, you'll see all the other items we've got on the show. If you do multi-order across the show, you'll pay just one postage. We've got those Insta-Cool towels. If you've been suffering with the heat, they are brilliant. If you've been looking for a hose pipe, we've got the magic hoses on the lowest ever prices.
Oh, they're the expandable ones, aren't they? They're brilliant.
Brilliant
Yeah,
hoses, those. Great technology. So whatever you're going for, be quick right now, especially with your ROOFIX, if you want a particular colour and a particular configuration.
Yeah, it's rare actually at this time of the show that we've got all colour options available. We have at the minute, and we don't have shows every. I'd love to do this every week.
I do.
It's
Yeah.
one of
Great show.
my
Awesome show.
absolute
Yeah.
favourite shows, but my favourite products. And it's great when you read 5-star reviews from so many people that have just said, "Oh, so many people, it's so easy to apply."
Save so much
Couldn't
money.
believe, it solved the problem, and it has saved me a fortune.
Yeah, people love it. And do you know, what would you rather? You know, heaven forbid, if you do if you see a leak on your roof, do you want to call people around? How much are they going to charge? Are they available? Meanwhile,
is it gonna take?
water's pouring through. You don't know the damage. Or
Panic, isn't it?
It's panic. Or would you rather go on the ladder, put a bit of this on,
Yeah.
seal it, fix it instantly yourself? It's going to be that one, isn't it?
And you could call someone round to do the job for you, and they could actually get out with ROOFIX.
Yeah.
It's a trade.
Yeah,
paint.
imagine that. I mean,
ROOFIX
I could have
M
bought
is-
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And you think, oh my goodness, I could have done it myself, which.
Is, but do you know what, leaks, I don't want to state the obvious, but it really, really can cause so much damage. The emotional damage, it could damage something you really love. It could cause damp issues, who knows what. It could be a slow leak that's been going on for some time. But this can be really, really worrying. So you haven't got to call anyone out. This could be a flat roof, this could be a pitched roof, it could be a house, it could be an outbuilding. This
Don't look
is
away.
something that you could do instantly.
I mean, that is
Just like that. It works,
Such
it works,
a good
it works.
Isn't it?
demonstration.
I'll do it again.
So it proves the point.
There we go, another hole in there. And it's still wet on here,
That's
even
the other
if
point.
it's
there's
raining.
Still a big puddle
So
on the
it's
top
instantly
there.
worked, and even if it rains straight away.
Yeah, let me get a bit more water so you can clearly see it. Here we go. So next time, and I hope you don't, but if you do, if you get that leak, there we are. Let me put another hole in it so we can really, really see it. There we go.
Yeah, you're doing too good a job at fixing it, Charles.
There we go. So you can see that water coming there. Yeah, straight away, one pass over,
Nice.
do
it's
love
done.
that. As soon as you
Put a bit more on,
contact it, yeah.
and there you go, you are sorted. Now, that is fixed quickly. That's an instant fix, but it's not a temporary fix. That's designed to last you 10 years. So that should be there doing its job, maintaining the flexibility until, 2036, maybe even
That's
longer
crazy,
than that.
isn't
Brilliant.
it?
And it's so easy to apply.
So easy to apply. So wherever that leak may be, and you might not be sure where that leak is, do the whole garage roof, do the whole of the shed. You can apply with a brush, which is great, but actually a squeegee is really satisfying. I don't know, there's something really calming.
It's like a gel-like consistency. It's quite therapeutic, I think.
It
isn't
is,
it?
and it's so easy, but instantly, like you saw with Charlie's demonstration, instantly that leak has gone. That problem has been fixed.
Yeah.
And not just for now, this is the biggest thing. That's fixed for 10 years or more. Because I think sometimes when you buy things, you think, oh, that's a temporary... I
quick
fixed it for
fix.
now.
Yeah.
Quick fix
Until the
that's
builders can get to
short
it.
term, but not here.
No,
not with
that's it.
ROOFIX.
Done. You've done the
Yeah.
job. You
Yeah.
can forget about it then. You've
And
done the job.
we often say, don't we, Charlie? It looks really good. The
I
finish
think it
as
does,
well.
you know, and obviously just go on the roof and just brush away the loose moss and, you know, just get off what you can, and then just literally just pour it on, just slap it on. Use a squeegee if you want to. You don't have to be a DIY expert. If you can hold a brush, then you can fix a leak on your roof. How incredible is that? And whilst it's here, this is not something you can buy in a shop on the high street. Buy it through us absolutely right now.
Yeah, we
but-
don't have it all the time, but we have
No.
got stock at the minute. Because you might have bought from the high street and they might have advised you for some waterproofing to get bitumen.
Yeah.
And bitumen has got waterproofing properties, But sadly, it's not able to fix a leak.
You can't compare it to ROOFIX, but I am going to show you because just to show people, because not everyone's going to be DIY experts or no. This is bitumen, okay? So it's very, it's got a different viscosity. It's quite runny.
It's like a glossy paint, really.
It is like a runny gloss paint.
Yeah.
And that's going to have a bit of water protection. It's quite good for applying as a moisture barrier for foundations, for basements, for walls, that kind of thing. But that's not going to do any good in finding a leak and fixing it and blocking a leak. It's just going to fall straight through, which I'll show you in a sec. But just while you've seen that, let me get some black ROOFIX out. They're all exactly the same.
Look at the difference.
There we go.
The consistency is different, but
yeah.
you can see the Draylon fibres there.
You can see they're the fibres, and that's what's going to knit together, fill in the hole, and fix that leak instantly. You can't compare. It's such a good material. I love this product to do. Do you know what, whilst we've got the funnels lined up, let me show you the bitumen.
This could be a leak in your roof, so you've got the hole.
Yeah, there we go.
So try bitumen, or don't, because it's going to drip through onto you.
No, don't.
If it's a bit of waterproofing, fine, but you know what? I would put this on my roof.
Not for your leak, because now we've got a bigger problem, because rather than water coming through,
we're leaking bitumen.
I would not personally waste my time with bitumen like that, okay?
Not for that leak.
Not for that, not for the filling in the holes. If I take a little bit of grey, let's go back to the grey.
Now, we are still getting busier and busier, even at this time of night. It is a real DIY essential. If you've got this in a basket, do confirm your order and check your basket out. Don't miss out. Still got lots of you with these in baskets right now.
We often do, don't we, this sort of time of night? It's getting towards the end of the show and you think, oh gosh, get it in a basket, check that basket through. Do not kick yourself in a few days when that leak happens. You think, why didn't I buy ROOFIX?
Should have got it.
Or when you know you've got the builders out and they've told you it's going to be thousands of pounds and you possibly could have fixed it yourself. So many of the 5-star reviews say that. So that bitumen is just dripping through.
Dripping through, and you can see the ROOFIX. You can actually see, I'll pull it up ever so slightly, you can actually see where it stopped.
Yeah.
It's blocked the hole there.
It's amazing.
Well, the fact that you can even move that funnel and it stays in place.
Yeah, it's not going to tip through, it stays there. And actually, we did this one probably about 2 hours ago, and that hasn't budged. That's just blocked it and it's done the job. That's going to keep the weather out. Bitumen just keeps on falling through. Again, if anyone's watching, we're not knocking bitumen. It's just a different thing, isn't it?
It's got waterproofing properties.
Yeah.
But it won't stop a leak. But it has, this is why.
This is why.
This is part of the secret. There's a lot more. It's very scientific.
So I'm talking to you about the fibres. So they're already in the paint. You just give it a quick stir when you open the lid. But actually, this is what's inside, just in case you're interested. This is Draylon fibres. This gives you that fibre reinforcement. Even if you haven't got a leak on your roof, put this on straight away. Then personally, I'd relax a bit more now I've got this on the roof. But look, this is what knits together and blocks in the hole. And every single fibre is actually cut exactly the same. It's actually computer controlled. It has to be identical, because otherwise it won't knit together.
Same width, same length.
Same width, same length.
People have tried to do this and it all just clogs up together.
Not quite the same.
It's very.
This is the real one. This is the official. This is the real deal. The real ROOFIX.
It's not really a paint as such, because the fact that it solves the leaking problem, but your buildings are still going to move with the weather. So most things would, when the building moves again, the leak would come back.
This is it, because it goes a bit brittle, it dries out. Like roofing felt, it just, houses naturally move ever so slightly, as I'm sure you might know. And that's completely normal, they're built and designed for that. But different materials move at different rates, which is why you get cracks, which is why you get leaks. I mean, to give an extreme example of how flexible ROOFIX is, again, your house, you don't see it move, do you?
No.
But this...
If you do, get out.
Get out, for love of... But even if I actually bend this, I don't want to do it anymore because it might snap. But look, no, you won't see a single crack there.
And that's why it lasts. So as your building moves, ROOFIX is still working.
It works with your house. It moves with your house.
And with all the materials.
With all the different materials. They call it differential expansion. So different materials expand and contract at different rates. So it could be where fixing is. It could be where lead meets some of the roofing tiles on there. It could be fixings for a corrugated roof. They expand and move at different rates. And over time, that's where you do get the leaks. But you just literally just slap it on and get the leak fixed and then forget about it as far as I'm concerned.
It's not just an instant fix. It's definitely not temporary. It can last 10 years or more. So you instantly fix the problem, but it's not then you get the builders out. It will last for 10 years or more. We've got a cardboard box down here that's been painted with
Shall I show you?
ROOFIX for 18 years
18
now.
years,
We've
right?
personally known this box for all that time.
This has its own box to store in, okay? I don't dare damage this. Honestly, I couldn't forgive myself.
It's so well travelled. It's been at shows and exhibitions with water in it for hours on end every day.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's cardboard.
Cardboard?
Just treated
Mushy
with,
cardboard.
with ROOFIX on the inside.
Cardboard is like the worst material when it's wet.
I know, right? It just goes mushy, doesn't it? But that's protected. It's even maintained the shape of the box for about 18 years. And look at that.
No leaks.
No leaks at all. And it's just filled it in, but it's protected the cardboard. So if ROOFIX can protect something mushy and so fragile like cardboard, you're going to be fine on your construction. You're going to be fine on your roof, aren't you?
We're talking
Makes a big
about
point.
roofs, but not just roofs, remember, all your different types of guttering. I love this demonstration that Charlie's got for us. That's got, well, you've got several holes in here.
So about 6 holes I've drilled in there. Now, it could be where the end is, where the butt is. It could be where you've joined bits of guttering together. It will work around there. Maybe it's on your downpipe. Yes, it's going to work on vertical surfaces too. And actually, if you're speaking of vertical surfaces, you think, well, where would I use that? Around your lead flashing, if it goes slightly up the chimney breast, it goes slightly up the wall when you're joining buildings together, extensions, so vertical surfaces. But anyway, guttering, back to this, all I'm going to do is slap on some ROOFIX. You can use any colour you want. I'm using grey because obviously it's a grey bit of guttering there. But do you know what? If you're going for the big pack, you're bound to have some bits left over. Keep it, because if you've got a little leak like this, it really, really makes sense, okay?
It'll be an absolute blessing that morning you wake up and the water's gushing down the side of the house.
Yeah.
Or there's a leak in the shed and you think, oh gosh, I've got ROOFIX in the shed and I can get that problem solved in an instance of 6
So we haven't left that to dry for hours.
No, see if it rains straight away, guys,
Wow.
it's still going to do the job. You have water pouring all the way down it. And look at all the water there's in there. You didn't see a single drip. And that's it, you just do it.
Any guttering, whatever guttering material.
Any guttering, yeah, that's fine. It could be a very old metal downpipes you might have. Yeah, anything at all. Metal, plastic, UPVC, this works on. Stone, concrete if you want to, slate, tiles. It could be old bits of bitumen that's failed. It could be old bits of roofing felt that's gone brittle and old. You can either replace a roof, call people out, labour charges, or you can pop up the ladder, slap a bit of this on and get the job done yourself.
And remember, tried and tested, this is from a company that's made specialist paint since 1939.
Yeah, about 87 years now. It's amazing.
Brilliant. Amazing.
Yeah, Flag Formulations, they're lovely people. I spoke to them the other day. They're when you speak to just enthusiasts on the phone, they love this. Specialist paints, and the manufacturing process has always been rooted here in Britain. They do all sorts designed for the hulls of ships. They've got very, very specialist lacquers for very fine furniture. Specialist paints that you don't find actually in the DIY stores, like ROOFIX.
Trade paints, and this is a trade paint, but it's been developed for us. So ROOFIX M has been developed so it's really easy to apply, even if you're not a DIYer, if you've never done anything, really easy to apply. But also it's been developed so it works on any building material. So you really have got a product that you know is going to help you solve the problem.
And no skill required, like we say, when it comes to the application. You're just going to brush away any excess dirt.
Any debris, loose bits of gravel, you might have dry bits of moss on there. This could be your flat roof, it could be a pitched roof, your house, your outbuildings, any roof, basically. So you might want to go around the outside first, just with a brush. If you've got bits lifting up, you can actually seal it back down with this too. So don't rush this bit, go around the outside. If you've got lead flashing, don't forget you can go at the side of the wall too. And then once you've done the perimeter, you can just pour it in the middle and then, stick with a brush, or you might want to get a squeegee and just spread it out. It's like a gel consistency.
I can hear the joy in your voice.
It's
Just
so
spread it
satisfying.
out.
You can tell I was in my own world then. I was in a trance. But it's so fun to spread. I think it's easy.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So we're not glossing a door. You haven't got to have training for this. Just put it on, slap it on and spread it out.
And it does sort of self-level, so it's very difficult to get it wrong. And like you say, it's really satisfying.
It is. And again, imagine that, knowing that once you've done the job, I mean, what, a morning's job? Who knows? It's hard to tell. But just know that when you sit down at night, when you go to bed, you think, my roof above me has got that fibre reinforcement, it's got that extra flexibility, and whatever it takes, if it helps keep the weather out, the rain out, it's worth every single penny. You know, your house is probably one of the most expensive things you're going to buy.
Definitely.
For the sake of what? Of the price of a bundle, go for it.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
It's worth every single penny, totally.
Well, it's like those reviews that we've had in over the years where people have saved thousands of
many.
pounds because they've bought the ROOFIX bundle when they were going to have to replace their roofs.
This one they'd had estimates of $3,500 to repair their roof. And happened to see it on TV. His wife was watching the TV and he said, so what's this? And she said, well, watch and see. So got some. Amazed how easy this product was to administer to my garage roof, and amazed at the results as well. And the fact it had saved them £3,500. They'd fixed the problem themselves. And not just that moment, for 10 years or more.
Yeah.
Another one here, this product saved me £1,880 on a new roof. My extension was found to be leaking really badly. I called the roofer to tell me how much it would cost to actually put it right. When they told me, I could have fainted. He said the whole roof had had its time.
Oh, you dread that moment, don't you?
Saw the offer on TV, ordered some. It was so easy to administer, and hey presto, it worked.
Brilliant.
And as I said earlier, my mum, sort of a lean-to, sort of a glass area, leaked really badly. Mum put buckets where she knew it was going to leak when it rained. Loads of people out to see it. No one really wanted to do it. It was different material. They were like, Then she got someone that they would do it. They came and did it, took the roof off, hammered down with rain and ruined everything inside because they just left the roof off when it was raining. And then they put a new roof on. It was about £2,000. First time it rained, it leaked again.
And it's still, so they didnn't fix it?
No.
Oh,
And
you would be
fixed it?
gutted,
This
wouldn't you?
fixed it. And you know, my brother applied it, and he's so sceptical. He was like, that's not going to work.
Right, yeah.
And then he was
Let's
like,
have a look.
eating his words. He was like, oh,
there
yeah.
you go.
Oh, that has really...
You see, it just does the job.
He's used it on so many things now. Used it the other day, actually, on Mum's fountain, water fountain.
Oh, right.
And it was leaking in the bottom bit of it.
Yeah.
So concrete.
He dried it all out.
Drained it
Fiberglass
out,
maybe
and
as
he
well.
painted
Try
it.
Definitely
with
concrete it
ROOFIX,
was.
And concrete, and it stopped the leak.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
How great is
lined
that?
the inside with it with ROOFIX. Absolutely
I think
brilliant.
Actually, in the winter, something like that, it might expand a little bit with ice and things. And don't forget,
absolutely, because it freezes.
Because it freezes. This is designed to maintain the flexibility within reason, obviously. But the amount your house naturally moves around, that's what it's designed for.
Yeah.
And Charlie, last few words from you. It is for all and everyone, every house.
Absolutely
like you say,
right.
just have it.
I wouldn't even buy expensive paintbrushes. You don't need to. If you can hold a paintbrush, you can literally fix a leak. And you know, the next time, and I hope you don't, but if you do see that leak on your roof, at least you know you've got it. At least you know that, oh, who do I call? You know, I'm not an expert, I've never done this before, you know. You could just go up there on the ladder if it's safe to do so, slap some on, and just appreciate the fact that you've just fixed and sealed your leak instantly. And it's not a temporary fix, it's designed to last you 10 years. Your guttering, your flat roof, your pitched roof, your house, your outbuilding, your bike shed, it doesn't matter. This is what every single homeowner should do, and I truly believe that.
Definitely.
Got to say a massive thank you to Charlie. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Job.
Always a pleasure
Brilliant
to have
job.
you with us, but always when it's ROOFIX.
It's such an important show. It's so important.
It's such a great product. And the results look fantastic. But remember, it is the result of stopping that leak in an absolute instant and not temporarily for 10 years or more. Whatever that building material, I mean, again, it looks fantastic, but all those areas, there might be different materials where the nuts are, where it fixes to the house, and all those different materials, going to the brickwork, going to the metal, it's working on all and every building material. We've even waterproofed cardboard in this show, so it proves the point. And then, of course, your guttering. It doesn't have to be a roof. It could be a bay window. It could be a conservatory. It could be
it's anywhere that has a leak,
so
really,
like we
isn't
were
it?
talking about the water feature, it could be a water feature.
Anywhere that has a leak, and so many different materials, so easy to apply, and it is a case of just slapping it on to the area where you've got got the problem. If it's felt like that's giving way, if you want to just take away some of the dirt and debris, put a bit of the ROOFIX underneath, that'll seal it down, and then slap it over the top. It's done instantly. You're not waiting for it to dry to work. Straight away, if it rains, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And so often, in our weather, it does rain straight away. You can't wait for that dry day. It has worked instantly. We are massively busy right now, and you're seeing the before and the after. You're seeing those results in an instant, whatever building material and really whatever situation. And size-wise, just remember when you're ordering, you are getting better value. The larger you go, the better. If you're going for the 5 litre tins, remember you get a tin free of charge because you save £60. But don't think just roofs, do think about that guttering. If it's been, when it rains and it goes right down, you can hear it.
Well, a lot of the times it's like this, isn't it? It's in the join. It can be a join where it just starts to leak and you think I'm going to have to replace it all. Don't do that. Take away any excess debris, slap on the ROOFIX, as you can see there. Instantly fixed, and 10 years and beyond sometimes it's going to last for. You've got 3 colours to choose from. You've got white, you've got grey, and you've got black. You've got a 2.5 litre, a 5 litre, but the best value is on your screen right now. Gives you 20 square metres of coverage, and it's like you get a 5 litre tin free of charge.
It's very unusual. We've got all colours left at the end of the show, but we are hugely busy. So many in baskets, so please do check your basket through. You will kick yourself if tomorrow it rains and that leak that you know is there, it all comes flooding through and you're like, why didn't I just try ROOFIX? So many people, and we've worked alongside ROOFIX for many years, and it's a pleasure to sell because so many 5-star reviews where people say, I couldn't believe how easy it was to use, couldn't believe the instant results, couldn't believe it saved me a fortune, and not just for a moment in time, for 10 years or more. Waterproofing and sealing leaks on any building material. And remember, not available. There's a lot of M's in that, wasn't it? Remember.
Some extras.
It's not available in the DIY stores. This is very much a TV. It's a trade paint that's been developed for us, for you to use at home.
You can still go to the phones, 03333 241 241, or the website shopontv.co.uk. If it's in a basket, though, make sure you check it out.
Stay dry. Check your baskets out. See you later.